days before, we had a situation where we recruited staff, and the staff said a particular person said we were under duress and did some things which caused a complaint to come to the Elections Commission. When that complaint came, we gave them due process. We processed them in a way, and at the final end of that, we had a recount of what was perceived to be something that they did. And the person who was supposed to win actually won. That is transparency, and that is what we commit ourselves to. No staff recruited, the 30,000 plus will be allowed to go free. When they misstep in our process, we will take them on, as we have done in the BVR process, where we have some staff that did some unorthodox things. We found them, we got rid of them. So, Liberian people, don't be afraid. First,
we can use 0%. We can use 0%. We have vote.
No medication in the hospital.
We have vote.
No new employment.
We have vote.
You can use 100%.
We can use 0%.
The same problems continue under the current President George Manawiya administration, and unlike Sirleaf, there were no insiders reporting on her direct involvement with ritual killings. However, we've received information that the current administration has been linked to the ritual killing of children. Sources advise us that the police are only allowed to investigate these matters in a conspicuous or very superficial manner, as not to get too close involved. Also, because of the high-level links to the government, it is taboo to say anything about it. Otherwise, you could be the next victim. One of the most notable allegations of ritualistic killings involved mysterious disappearance of 3 young men who were hired by a proprietor of the St. Moses Funeral Parlor to undertake a task in Bong County. On 17 October 2020, Robert Blamo, Siafa Boima, and Bobby Beankwe were reported drowned in a river in Fuama District, Lower Bong County, when a canoe that they were allegedly riding capsized while returning to their homes. They were hired to do a piece of work, small piece of work called a piece of job, by a mining company owned and operated by Mr. Moses Aso. He was the owner of the St. Moses Funeral Parlor, and his partner, Mr. Abraham S. Manuels. It was reported that Mr. Abuaso, that the 3 young men were drowned. The bodies were retrieved by him and never returned to the parents. He has close ties to the president and the government of Liberia, and through the Ministry of Justice, who he has contacts with, they have failed to provide an update or release the outcome of the investigation or a report on the circumstances that led to the conclusion they drowned. Why didn't they release the bodies? The aggrieved families believe their children are being kept in a sacred place to be used for alleged ritualistic purposes. The family members sought the assistance of the international community, including the U.S. Embassy and the United Nations. As a result, on December 10, 2021, the United Nations issued a public statement. A human rights expert today called on the Liberian government to promptly investigate a series of killings that have occurred this year, some of which have been reported linked to ritual practices. At least 10 people have been killed in unclear circumstances in 2021, including 5 in September, reportedly with suspected link to ritualistic practices or political motivations. According to the information received by the Special Rapporteur, Morris Tinball Bentz, 3 of the most recent victims were either former officials or had links to high-profile former politicians. Even a recent death of some girls involved in a political campaign held by the president's party, CDC, sparked outrage by the citizens, and allegations of their death were done for ritualistic readings. The local headlines...
Okay. This is, okay, before your own watchful eyes, right? This was proven. This was tested and proven. And our test case have exhausted, right? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 have to here. 2 have to. These are all heroin. And if we have the test here, definitely these drugs will also show positive. Because you saw during the application here, as well. So I just want you to be in the knowledge of that. And these are all proven through our test case. Well, we exhausted that. So please, let us please remain calm and peaceful. Yeah, this is a security job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you please.
I want to listen to me. Today, I will not talk President Biden. Yes. I laugh on Facebook, all my friends are watching me. I will not talk President politics. You know who or who go there. I don't know myself. My son is clear. Hello? My son is clear. If you want to jump me car, you can't answer, I respect you for what you are. Hello? Because when things happen in the country, they say it's not go to president, they come to the representative and the senator. When things go wrong, they don't say the president be nothing, they say our representative he be nothing. Our senator be nothing. So today, that's just senator and representative politics. I want to listen to me. Today, I will not talk President Biden. Yes. I laugh on Facebook, all my friends are watching me. I will not talk President politics. You know who or who go there. I don't know myself. My son is clear. Hello? My son is clear. If you want to jump me car, you can't answer, I respect you for what you are. Hello? Because when things happen in the country, they say it's not go to president, they come to the representative and the senator. When things go wrong, they don't say the president be nothing, they say our representative he be nothing. Our senator be nothing. So today, that's just senator and representative politics.
Inflation is still very high. I was in one of the food markets in Monrovia, and a woman said to me, rice is now so expensive, I can't afford to buy it anymore. And I feel that by now prices should have come down because I voted for you.
I'm not a financial expert, but what I try to do is to make sure that our people get their needs and wants. What I try to do is that to speak to those importers, those that import rice. And I spoke to them that the rice is expensive. You know, we are government, proper government just came, so you need to lower your price. But again, you know, they found reason to keep their prices or where it is.
Whatever happened to this $105 million worth of government money that somehow disappeared last year without trace? I gather there's an investigation into this, so what's happening with that?
We're able to bring in international partners and our local partners to work together. And we are still waiting for the final results. And then when that results come in, we'll be able to let the public know what happened to that missing money.
It's an awful lot of money to go missing, isn't it?
We cannot give people wrong information because people get in the street for everything. So what we need to do is that, look, even if you have, if you think that something happened, you got to have facts. You understand? So we are looking for the facts. So that if anyone is culpable, definitely they will face the full weight of the law, and the law will take a course.
The same problems continue under the current President George Manawiya administration, and unlike Sirleaf, there were no insiders reporting on her direct involvement with ritual killing.
Inflation is still very high. I was in one of the food markets in Monrovia, and a woman said to me, rice is now so expensive, I can't afford to buy it anymore. And I feel that by now prices should have come down because I voted for you.
I'm not a financial expert, but what I try to do is to make sure that our people get their needs and wants. What I try to do is that to speak to those importers, those that import rice. And I spoke to them that the rice is expensive. You know, we are government, a proper government just came, so you need to lower your price. But again, you know, they found reason to keep their prices or where it is.
Whatever happened to this $105 million worth of government money that somehow disappeared last year without trace? I gather there's an investigation into this, so what's happening with that?
We're able to bring in international partners and our local partners to work together. And we are still waiting for the final results. And then when that results come in, we'll be able to let the public know what happened to that missing money.
It's an awful lot of money to go missing, isn't it?
We cannot give people wrong information because people get in the street for everything. So what we need to do is that, look, even if you have, if you think that something happened, you got to have facts. You understand? So we are looking for the facts. So that if anyone is culpable, definitely they will face the full weight of the law, and the law will take a course.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon time.
I'd like to say thanks to all of you across the world. Thanks for joining us again. Welcome to Spoon, Spoon Radio, Spoon TV, Spoon Communications Network. We want to say thanks for always making up time to be here with us. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. This is where we gather to talk about national issues, and we agree here, we disagree, but at the end of the day, we keep our eyes on the bigger picture, like Burial. And so this platform is created to give a voice to everyone. And so we highly encourage females to participate. We're going to have a great time of discussion tonight. My name is Nelson Collet. We're live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. We're also live on YouTube at Spoon Talk Live. We're live on Fabric Radio, Super FM, and Spoon FM as well. And so I want to say welcome to you tonight. We are starting up a bit late, but it's great that we're here to keep up the discourse, to get the conversation going on. Let me bring in my co-moderator right now, Moba Zota. Moba, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
How you? How was the day?
Yeah, I'm good. The day was okay, and
that's great.
I'm glad we're here again.
Yeah, another day.
Yeah.
We can't get like bring people that measures.
Let me bring the rest of the guys in. Sylvester, welcome to the show. Mr. Johnson, it's great to have you.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Let me bring in Mr. Cindy. Mr. Cindy, welcome. You said we should now call you Mr. Cummings.
Mr. Cummings?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, you mean the incoming score master?
No, he said, no, don't start the show like that, Sylvester. He said until after the election. He said until after the election, we can call him Mr. Cummings. He wouldn't have any problem with it.
Okay. Welcome,
Yeah.
Mr. Cummings.
Sandy, it's like your internet took Jerry position today. Oh.
My internet off, eh?
Okay, no, it's like he's okay. So I
We
understand.
started late today, almost 10.
Yeah, Ture, welcome. Okay.
Welcome on the train, Ture.
No, why you welcoming the on train?
Oh, what gonna feed you guys flying now? You wanna go edition? Stop it.
No, but why should you welcome the man on the train without his consent?
Are you speaking for the man?
But on diverse view, my
But then you see, that's my hand tie, my foot tie. I can't say anything to my uncle now.
Going by tradition, what is your uncle will tell you not to?
No. So you want to bring tradition in politics? That's why you want to do that, right?
African politics, everything go. You not see Jefferson Cookie there and Thomas Farrance and Jordan say anything negative about
JMB.
About JMB. Have you seen it? That's not asking you. You're a journalist. Have you heard anything from
I know.
The
main reason why I know that you are in transit. That main reason why I know you are in transit.
Look at Jerry.
Raymond, welcome. Raymond, who are those in the background? I'm talking about the photos. Why you always having females in your background?
Man, I remember, you know, I see men better behind you.
I stand for women empowerment, my man.
Okay, women empowerment. Okay,
preparation for the next workshop. How far is the preparation for the next workshop?
We'll give you update tonight. The Liberian people workshop, the big workshop.
That workshop you're going to have, my man.
Whatever it is, workshop.
Yeah. And I think it's very important, right?
We'll talk about it tonight.
Sandy, you guys have your launch coming up. Is it a national launch or what? How many times you want to launch?
How many times when you
will launch? We had a rally in Margibi. We are having a launch at the 8 p.m. Yes.
Oh, you want to pay people to go down there?
No, guys. Let's not do that. Let's do it one at a time. Let's do it one at a time. Listen, Sandy, this is a 3 million campaign. 3 million campaign.
Well, I don't know about 3 million.
Oh, okay. You know about 3 million. Eh?
What do you know about?
It's a campaign.
Listen, what's your own prediction of your performance come October 1? That the ANC, your own political party, what do you think the turnout is going to be like? What do you foresee in terms of the momentum and all of that, Sandy? What's your evaluation of this whole campaign launch you guys are about to have? We saw the CDC. We saw what CDC did. We saw how CDC locked down that entire corridor, and there was traffic jam all around the place. CDC succeeded in terms of the crowd politics that a lot of political parties will want to prove a point towards. The Unity Party succeeded similar way. You saw the crowd at the ATS as well. Which other political party? I think the ANC or the CPP is the next political party that's about to take the ATS, the Antoinette Totman Stadium. What's your prediction? Mr. Cummings is not a small man in Liberia when you talk about politics. He came 2017. He has maintained. 2017, the people say the man just coming, but now we're in 2023, 6 or 7 years after. What's the evaluation? What do you think is going to be happening? Jerry, you want to talk in wrong or what? No, you are muted.
I'm not running. I just wanted to say something before the.
Okay, say what you want to say.
No, actually, you see, I see you trying to, romanticize the question and all of that.
Listen. They asked the question for me. Why is
the
listen.
fact is, the Cummings PP is going to celebrate George Weah's birthday. It's a way of endorsing George Weah. It's a way of endorsing George Weah. So I mean, the auxiliary group to the CDC. So I mean,
no, I don't know of that. I don't know of the CPP being an auxiliary group to the. Okay. Thank you, Jerry.
Whole part of auxiliary group.
Yeah, you don't disrespect another political party like that, man. Mr. Cummings is a reputable man. But Cindy, go ahead. What's your prediction of
Let me address
your party's performance?
Yeah, quickly before I go to the prediction, right? Jerry,
no, you gotta stop laughing, Moba.
I can't remember. I don't even agree with Jerry before you start.
Yeah, Jerry, the CPP initially had October 6th. It was given to them. October 6th was, well, they wanted October 6th. But then the election commission wrote them back that other political parties had taken October 6th. Okay, so then the only other option we had left is October 1st. So while it is true that Mr. Weah celebrate his birthday on that day, the CPP is coming out to speak to the Liberian people. And Jerry Wells in the comment section, thank you for correcting me. We are not launching, we are actually closing. We are closing the campaign. So thank you, I appreciate that. That is true. So when, but it's gonna be massive. Look, we chose a great day.
Why you chose the president's birthday?
Well, we chose October 1st. We didn't choose the president's birthday. The president happened to be born that day. That's not our fault. That's the only day that was given to us. October 6th was what we were planning to take.
So we're calculated by that, right?
Well, the election commission said October 6th is taken. The other people are taking it. So Mr. Cummings,
you guys need to give Cindy a chance, man. Let Cindy live.
So they have their own dates in mind, so they want to give her their date.
No, but Cindy, this is serious. Now, guys, let's face this thing. Cindy, maybe you'll be in a hot seat tonight, but you have a political party that is being accused of being closely working with the ruling establishment. In some cases, people refer to your CPP as an auxiliary of the CDC, the ruling establishment. Now, you say you're about to launch, or let's say launch or close your campaign or whatever. You decide to do it on the president's birthday, the very day that the president has been, talking about calling on people to celebrating for and all of those things. But now you're celebrating. I mean, you are having an elaborate event on the president's birthday.
So we are in a political season. So even if it's Jesus Christ's birthday, we will celebrate. Our party will come out. This is not about George Weah. People that believe that the CPP is an auxiliary to the CDC, that's their business. You can't change their mind. Let them go with that.
But we can see it from your officials.
No,
guys, you have to stop. You gotta stop. No, guys, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Yeah, real love, you have to stop that.
You see nothing. This is just your own thought. This is just your own thinking, and you can run with that. Nobody's going to change your mind. So that's like I said.
I was asking questions.
Now you, Nelson. I'm speaking to my UP friends here.
Listen,
you're undercover UP parties.
If I come here, right? You see, for you were bold, right? You were bold when you came on the show. You said, if your party not make it for second round, you will support JMB.
Keep interrupting me, so keep adding 10 more seconds to my time.
Mama, I'm trying to make clarity because you said our mind.
No, but you gotta give them a chance to learn his stuff.
Okay,
Mama, I'll come to you. I'll give you 30 seconds.
People, they are very impatient. Not all of them, but my guys here, they are very impatient. Tolerance is part of. You gotta exercise tolerance, my friends. Allow me to end. Yes. It can be Jesus Christ's birthday, Joseph Boakai's birthday. The CPP was given, had no other alternative but to take October 1st. We have just few days to the election. You want us to push it back to October 8th, October 9th? We got to speak to the Liberian people and tell them what we are about to do to transform their country. And the best date that we have to do so is October 1st. We are not celebrating George Weah's birthday. If George Weah feels celebrated on that day by us, well, so be it. If the Liberian people think we are celebrating George Weah, so be it. But we will utilize that day to speak to the Liberian people and tell the Liberian people that the only alternative they have in this election is Mr. Edizana Benedict Cummings, who was here prepared on day one to address the issue confronting our nation that is setting our people behind. Mr. Comey and the CPP will come out that day telling the Liberian people that George Weah cannot do it. And although Mr. Boakai is a fine man, he cannot do it as well. And that's why we are coming out on October 1st. And to your initial question, what is my prediction? My man, you have not seen crowd.
Wow.
You have not seen crowd. The people will come out in their numbers. The people will come out to tell Mr. Weah that he's a failed president. The people will come out in their numbers to tell the ambassador Boakai that he's a good man. They appreciate him. He will enjoy his retirement, but he can't do it. He's not able anymore. You see that? We put him in the same category as we are. So we are coming out on October 10th. October 1st, we are outside, my people. You come.
So listen, Moba, do you really think that?
The same time you get to Sandy, you go to everybody.
No, 10 seconds.
With all your interruptions, Jerry.
It's gonna be just 30 seconds across because Sandy is the guy. He is the mayor of the day. So we needed him to exhaust everything with respect to what's gonna be happening. But Moba, do you
who made Sandy the mayor of the day?
No. October 1 is Sandy's day. October 1 is Sandy's day.
Because we are closing to on October 7th. So October says we will have enough time to Nelson.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's agree.
Right. You know, let me comment my brother Sandy. You know, Sandy trying for Kumi. It doesn't like get a bad market and selling it. Nobody won't buy it. How Sandy looking? Sandy a bad market. You know, and then my brother, I would say it too, right? But let's be frank. If they come to deal with Sandy one right from the beginning, if Sandy was, if let's say if Sandy was on the spoon talk from 4 o'clock, right? Sandy could bring a lot of people over. You know why? Because he discussed the issue while attacking other political parties. But what I would say, all the head again, like Mariah Yakula. Mariah Yakula can discuss the issue. She just go on closing argument and attack Joseph Boakai. Not attacking.
So my man, what's
for psychiatry? Psychiatry director. You say,
my man, let me say my own. My own saying now. They may say, nobody. Let me say my own.
Okay, take 20 seconds. Yeah.
No problem.
No interruption, guys. No interruption.
So listen, all right. So anytime you get my own big sister, Dr. Richardson, you get Mariah Yakula. You get who? They plenty. You get the Duke. You get the one that can be on Sekou and Sekou other. They can't tell the people what they would do. All they can do, all they would say to the people, JMB this, JMB that, JMB they want. JMB is not your target. Your target is
but the question is, what do you think would be the turn of that day? How well do you think people are going to gravitate towards the ANC on October 1?
Take it from me, right?
We're talking APS.
Yeah, let me give you a prediction, right? People will turn up a little bit. Let me be real. He's a political,
You think they will fill that stadium? You think
No, not to fill the stadium, but this is what will happen. Take pen and paper, send the market down. This is what will happen. You will see people will be going over there and they will be talking about, they will be saying that the name, they get paid to go there, and some people will get maybe 2 or 3 shares, political share, like CDC, United Party, and plus Kumi share. They will go there after that. They will take it, and you will see that a lot of people will come and be saying that. But the politicians say they will come and give us money. Then give us money. Will go in. Watch it. Watch my words, and you can mark.
Okay, thank you. So Sylvester, what do you think? October 1. Do you really see this? No, Sandy, you're not borrowing seconds.
I dare you.
No, it's not you. It's not you. Actually, because Jerry, I want to address though. Jerry, I never attack Ome Boakai that way. Please, I respect him a lot, and I will never go down that way.
Thank you.
You said you get we position you get it, man. Be honest. Get the man.
Group home here.
Amen.
He said the old room here.
My man, listen.
I said retirement, senior advisor for retirement home. And you get coming position too? That insult there?
Sandy, you are the only CPP guy on the show. I won't put you backstage. And we'll have an imbalance. For the UP member, I ain't had to put him backstage because I get plenty people.
I'll be quiet now. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, so let's do this one at a time. And so Sylvester, let's come to you. We were just about hearing from you. What do you think? I mean, is the CPP really going to be celebrating President Weah's birthday?
Well, first of all, I will start this way. CPP come and say all the things about Cummings. He was a entrepreneur from the business world and this and that and this. Since CPP came together, who have they recruited? Show me some of the major endorsements they have ever had, besides split or LP or Liberty Party and ANC. So coming to Sunday, you CDC launched the other time, and ANC will be launching on Sunday, October 1st. Okay, it's just like when my twin brother launching, I will go join it because we're all in the same boat.
So you think some Sidicians will be there too? You think some Sidicians are going to attend?
Of course, Sidicians will be there because it's the same thing. Okay, they are undercover Sidicians. ANC is for CDC in disguise. The CDC in disguise. You see, I feel sorry for my brother Sandy when he comes here, completely oblivious of the party hierarchy and how they operate. My brother, you're struggling. I can see you struggling, but you are completely disconnected from the hierarchy. When lie you talk to Cummings? When lie you talk to your party chair? You don't even talk to them. You don't even know what's going on. You just can't. You fighting hard, and I salute you. I'll give you credit for that. But brother,
thank you.
Don't you think I deserve 5 seconds to debunk that?
No, you have to hold on. Just note your point. You have to hold on.
Intellectual insult. That's an intellectual insult, Sylvester.
No, but you will not know that. You will not know that.
Go ahead.
You will not know that ANC listens to this midnight talk show until Sandy says something otherwise.
Just as you are someone.
That's when you realize
I won't go someone you after you took the baby 75% away. But go ahead.
But look, no, I was speaking contextually. But look, let me say this. Brother, look, man, you know what? I plead the fifth on this. I plead the fifth on the particular topic.
Give me your time. Give me your time.
Okay, let's move to Raymond. No, we're moving to Raymond.
I give my time to Raymond.
Okay, Raymond. Raymond, go ahead.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be back. And before I begin, I spoke to my brother Sharif today, who was in a meeting with Joseph Yuma Boaka at the time. And he extended his appreciation to all of us, not only United Partisans. He have listened a few times and he appreciate the level at which we discuss. And to the United Partisans or the JMB supporters, his hats off to you. So let me continue. Well,
now 30 seconds ago.
We got some other sources who have informed us. I don't know whether you remember once Jefferson Koji visited the ANC headquarters, and afterwards he talked to the press, and he said he was there to sympathize. From all reliable sources or reliable sources, whatever you might call it, unverified news, credible news, whatever you want to term it.
No. If it is unverified, it's not credible.
Well, you know,
it's only credible when you verify it.
So I'm just putting the news out there. However you absorb it, it's up to you. From the lens at which you see it. We heard that the ANC being afraid to launch in Monrovia because they were afraid they didn't have the population to show up. So there was a bargain with them and the CDC that if they launch on the president's birthday,
it will help
to show support. They will allow the youth wing will mobilize and their people will show up with the consent that the ANC will support where if there's a second round. And I've said it times without number, the Ellen fighter is in play. And I love my brother Sandy. I believe he's an earnest man, and I believe Sandy says from the bottom of his heart, everything he says on the show is what he believes in. But you know, we all support organizations and we don't know the in-depth details, workings of those organizations. I wouldn't say it. I can say the same for the Unity Party. I support JMB, but I don't sit in any strategic meetings at the Unity Party. I don't know what they do behind. So I want to believe my brother Cindy might not understand some details, and he's supporting Edison from an honest place,
no
realizing his
diplomacy about
success
the
in
thing.
corporate
No
America,
diplomacy about the thing.
and hoping
Get that thing the way it's looking.
and hoping that he can translate it to Liberia. And for me, to an extent, I believe Edis coming has something. But politics is a strange thing. It puts you in bed with strange fellows. And Ellis Comey is in the heart of it. He's swimming in it. He's trying to survive. He's trying to get relevance. So sometimes it would take shape and forms.
Okay.
So I believe, I can predict if the ANC and the CDC form a coalition that will pull out the numbers on the first.
So you are saying that you're in alignment with Mobile, for example, with Sylvester, for example, who has said that the ANC is launching, or the CPP is launching or closing their campaign on the 1st in recognition of the president's birthday as a way of celebrating it. But you are also saying that Mayor Jefferson Koji, according to information you've gathered, have gone into an agreement or a bargaining or whatever with the CPP that as much as they can agree to do it on the president's birthday, then some seditions, they will give them some numbers. The seditions will equally go out there.
And to support that information, didn't you see recent days Jefferson Koji being mobilizing around Monrovia?
No, okay, he been mobilizing, but when
recently,
he paid the visit, when he paid the visit at the CPP, the ANC headquarters, he said he went there to sympathize with the ANC for the passing of their national chairman, Chairman Nathan.
How many days after did he go to mobile?
No, it was long after. Yeah, that
long
was the concern that a lot
I mean,
of
I
people
want
have.
you to follow the trend of events and do some logical reasoning. It was long after. And didn't we see that the CPP didn't launch their campaign in Monrovia when Monrovia being the national capital for all of the political parties?
Now let's
Come to think about it, why it wasn't and why they have to close in Monrovia. The fighters have changed. And I can give you other reasons to support this argument. For the first time, Koji have been mobilizing around Monrovia. All the start of the campaign.
Koji is not mobilizing for CPP. Koji is mobilizing for his CDC.
My brother, that's why I said I laid the premise. See it as unreliable, see it as reliable, see it as verified, whatever you want to say. I put the information out there that just said take it as you may.
Okay. Thank you. Let's move to Jerry. Jerry, who is an official of the Unity Party now. Jerry was appointed. They may send me a letter. Jerry, go ahead. What's the evaluation? What do you think the ANC or the CPP is going to do on October 1? Are they going to pull the crowd like what we saw with the CDC or even the Unity Party?
For me, sometimes I don't like to actually waste my time to talk about the Cummins PP, and because they are like taking instruction from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And because look, if you didn't, the most dangerous people to deal with are the hypocrites. They are the most dangerous people. They come on this platform and other platform and say, Joseph Boakai said 12 years, corruption was there, this, that. Then they are celebrating with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Who never heard that Yombly was being asked by former President Sirleaf to do that? So the Lanu people can also do that. So I mean, I see them as that's why the Liberian people already know that they are supporting WIA. So they are not taking them serious. There are a lot of things.
It's supporting JMB.
No, the man knows what he's saying. I mean, Jerry is saying that.
That was the point of correction. They're supporting JMB.
No, I say ANC supporting WIA.
Oh, okay.
I say ANC, bro. I know what I'm saying. I'm on a serious platform. I said the Cummins people are in collaboration with, you see Musa Bedete. There are two reasons here Musa Bedete talking. Because PYJ on his neck in him, but they're not joking with him. So when he come on, he collaborating, it's what Musa Bedete will be passing around with 3.7 million. They were desperate for money, Nana. they were desperate for money. Musa will get 3.7 million for our stuff of our being in collaboration. But the ANC issue, you know, one of the things that Kumi has not realized is that there's no way that, you know, he can be president in 2029. Because everybody, one reason why some people ain't on the ballot today because of Joseph Boakai, and just because of Joseph Boakai, you see other people on the ballot.
Just to conclude
ask your question now. You're asking your question.
Yeah, so I was saying that what's your evaluation? What do you see in terms of the CPP's performance on October 1? Are they in the first place celebrating President Weah's birthday as it's been, you know, alleged by some individuals?
Yeah, you know, the people follow excuses. Let me tell you. Two things they want to kind of ledger later on. Oh, you know, the president, there are two programs we're having. President, you know, people will turn moreover blue again in their own headquarters. So the CPP was just right on there. And like, oh, people are something the program, the government forces to kind of, or they are actually celebrating the president's birthday, which are 60%. So I mean, I know they're going nowhere. They just participating, you know, just to embarrass themselves. Because Joseph Boakai is going to beat them on October 10th. The message is clear, and our people are resolved. That's why if you harmonize our pay, we'll harmonize.
Thank you. Let's hold you there, Jerry. We gotta go. We'll bring Mikey Hill. Mikey Hill is in the background. Mikey Hill left. We have some other folks. We'll make a room for them in studio as well. We'll bring them in, and we'll bring them in, and then we'll get the conversation moving. But let me say welcome to our brother. This is your first time on the show, right? Soiree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is my first time on the show.
And I see independent before your name, so it means that you don't support any political party, right?
Well, I think that was a set of mistakes from my angle, but definitely
how you type independent, then you say that mistake, my man.
I think that was, I tried entering the show yesterday. At a certain point, I want to play the independent role in as much as we have our political side, but I wanted to play the independent role yesterday, but unfortunately, I couldn't enter. Today, again, I try my best.
Okay, thank God you're on the show. Thank God you're on the show.
So what your political side now?
Which political party
for the rescue mission? They meant for the rescue mission.
No, Jerry, stop. The guy supposed the CDC. You don't know.
Jerry, let get it rolling maturely now. Let me say good morning to each and everyone here, and I want to say it's a pleasure being with Big Brother Toure, all of you guys here sharing your thought on from different political party, and I want to say there is one ABC man. You were saying another thing, and I support the CPP, but most definitely Liberia in general.
You support
it's a pleasure being on your platform. Yeah.
No, but you gotta be exact here. Be precise on the platform. And you won't be.
I support the CPP. I support the CPP. I support the CPP.
There we go. You won't be chicken. Come up front.
I can see the disappointment in Jerry's face.
I support the CPP.
Okay, listen. As a supporter of the CPP, you're joining us from Liberia here, right?
Right, most definitely.
Okay, great. You are on ground. You have been observing. You know how this quote unquote 3 million campaign thing has been going. Is the ANC or the CPP really going to pull out the crowds? Do they have the ability to have that kind of campaign launch or campaign closure that we saw with the CDC or the Unity Party just a couple of weeks ago?
I mean, what I want to tell you as one person who on ground, I want to disabuse the minds of people that crowd politics in Liberia has not given certain level of food in terms of result. And what would that show to you is instance of various political rally that has been taken. But in relation to your question, the CPP will make tremendous works. They have done tremendous works in ensuring that they get the kind of a crowd they are to get. I know that the Unity Party has some propaganda and the propagandistic natures of some of these answers that the answer.
Take your money for inside. Take your money for inside. Take your money for inside, so.
And the propagandistic nature of some of these questions, some of these answers that they are giving here, it clearly shows that there's no level of honesty. Let me get my turn on. Let me get my turn. I know you guys are too much on the show, and maybe in another sense you want to monopolize the show by attacking it better. But what I want to tell you here is the CPP, the ANC, and the Labour Party, in extension under the banner of the CPP, they have done tremendous work. I heard somebody talking about Jefferson Kuti going to ANC party haircut. Come on, these are comical things.
So you think your CPP? Listen, you think your CPP is going to pull that crowd, right? You think you guys?
Almost definitely. Based on the work that we have done.
Listen, approximately how many persons are you anticipating here? The ATS has the capacity of maybe up to 13,000 or so. Do you have what it takes to fill that stadium?
What I want to tell you is we're not only fill the ATS, but we're going to fill outside the ATS and the various streets in town.
Are you aware that this show is recorded? Are you aware that this show is recorded?
I'm on the show.
On October 1, we'll go and cut the clip and bring it on the show. Your family people are watching.
You are welcome to do that.
Are you aware?
And I believe that you follow the happening today at the CPP headquarters, where women from all across Liberia, when they gathered in support of the prelude of this particular launch on Sunday.
Thank you.
I hope you are following that too. That could send out another light, and that could tell you that Sunday is not going to be an easier day in Liberia.
Let's hold you there. And,
is it a launching or closing? I don't want to know. Because Senator was a launching, and then Sorry is telling us a launching. So which one? Is it a closing? Is it a climax of the campaign or I just want to know.
That's a good question.
It is a climax.
Let him answer.
It is a climax. It is a climax. As you may be aware, every political party are climaxing their campaign processes, and we know that the Unity Party will be doing theirs. There is a climaxing aspect of ours.
Thank you. Let's move to Josh. Josh, welcome to the show. Josh is in Liberia now. I met Josh today. You know, the man explained some good things about Liberia. Some very good experiences, some bad experiences as well. Toure, let's say Sharif and I missed each other today. Sharif came at the station at which time I was out. But Josh, it's great to have you on the show.
Josh, I hope the security watching their movie.
Thank you. Thank you. And I really appreciate you guys. Guys, I just want to announce to you that please be calm with me today. Today is my birthday, man. I turned +1.
Wow.
Happy birthday, George. Happy birthday, brother. We wish you all life success, brother.
So you should be nice on your birthday, okay?
Be nice. Sorry, I'm still George. Nothing has changed. I'm still George.
Okay. Gentlemen, George is our brother. If I can have 30 seconds, I move that we sing a birthday song for George before the show.
Look.
Gentlemen, 1, 2,
it's not
3.
necessary, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Imagine it too.
Happy birthday to you. And be with you for the rest of your life. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All love, George. All love, bro. All love.
Thank you.
Keep your day sharps. George, who can pass behind you?
Nobody passed behind me, man. Nobody's here, man.
Okay.
Guys, are you not shocked that I'm in Liberia and my internet is so
no wonder why George and I are logging here because we birth month mate.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I had mine on the 23rd, so I see why the both of us you're a Libra. Is that a Libra or what?
Yeah, Libra.
I have mine on the 10th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
I see why we can't prove. I get. Mommy, you gotta take the game for the show. Yeah, she can't be here when I'm here.
No
Yeah.
cash can buy me off
Guys,
this show.
guys, look, I'm grateful. It's incredible to be alive.
So how old are you now?
Man, I'm not a small boy, man. I don't know what I should announce it to the world, but today I turned 43. 43 is not a small,
No, you don't.
Get out of here,
man. You
small thing,
picking.
Get out of
it's,
here,
it's,
man.
it's,
Good
it's
for your age,
incredible. It's
Josh. I
incredible.
thought
Well,
you
you
were my
looking good
picking,
for
but
your
you're not.
age if you are.
Yeah,
You're looking for your age. I thought you were my picking, but you're not.
So Igbo will say, "Say my
Don't know
boy."
about this.
Say, my
Look,
boy,
guys,
get
let,
out
let,
of
let's
here,
get let's
man.
let's get with the program, right? And I think I've listened into the question. CPP. Look, uh, even though my brother stand here and his stand bearer, they usually go hard on the CDC and our president. But there's something I often like to say. I think Sandy is a good guy. I follow him, and most of what he does is he will always say Joe Weah is a failed president, but I don't hold it against him. The only person whose voice is annoying on the show, even when the person tell me hello to my brother Toure, for some reason, the guy am meeting him myself, well, yeah. But look,
Even on your birthday, Josh.
even on my birthday, yeah. How's up, brother? It's just
yeah.
a joke.
But listen, Josh.
Yeah.
CPP or the ANC is having their closing on
Yeah.
October 1.
Mhm.
What do you see here? A lot of people say, look, this is an indirect celebration of President Weah's birthday. In fact, the CPP and the CDC are moving hand in hand as an auxiliary and what have you. Do you see the CPP as a group, as a party that has the capacity or the ability to bring the people out, like we saw with the two major political parties recently?
I think so. Look, I'm on the ground, and look, let me see the two people that I see, the three groups that I see moving. I see the CPP moving very strong. Look, I don't know where they are getting the money from, but I think Sandy is sending a lot of money here too as well. I see every time I see your boss, I see comic music blasting, and I see, look, they will pull the crowd, man. And look, my man, in Liberia, I don't know why we're still stuck with the crowd because no one out there, Liberian people like the fries. You know what I mean? Once you make yourself available, they will come to your party. My man, when somebody dies, you can invite people to come there, my man. You know what I mean? When you get your wedding the time, when you cook anything, my man, some people you're not looking at here. You know what I mean? So I don't know why we still be talking. We saw Akko, right? Akko pull the crowd with Jack. You know what I mean? And when it comes to election day, when it's not counting, they will say 1, 2. You know what I mean? So I think the guys will pull the crowd. I think Comey is a good guy, even though some of the adjectives he uses on the president, I don't like them. But I think for the guy himself, they'll do they'll put a really sizable crowd, and now you guys
You think they're going to fill the ATS, the
they
Anthony
will do
Tottenham
that.
Stadium?
They will do that. They will do that. And even though I really wish that they don't get a lot of numbers, because if they do that, they will, try to cripple, our chances as well in the first round. But look, I am very, convinced that these guys will pull the crowd, and I wish them all the best. But hopefully, if this goes to second round, Sandy, we need you guys over. We gotta build Liberia together. We are not going to go with the old order. We are going to go with a new order.
Thank you.
Young people, look, if you see today, people are angry, even in America, angry with the president, angry. It's because we did not input government officials. Most of the officials came from right here. And because that's what we want to do, we want to use the grassroots people to do their own work. We don't want to get people who are in America. They don't want to go and get me from Australia to come and build roads. No, they can do it here. And when we support them, these guys got the capability to do what we want them to do. But guess what? If anyone gets it and import people, look, it will still be the same. The people will take all the money and send it to America to pay their rent or to pay their
Thank you.
mortgages. So
Thank you.
please, let us build Liberia together, guys. Thank you so much.
Second round, you will not be there. It will be the CPP and the UP. We will be on his farm.
You get some? Where you going for?
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Amy, go ahead.
What is the question?
CPP launch.
Cummins
CPP
PP,
launch.
already.
CPP launch.
Launch
on October 1. Sorry, the official closing of their campaign. What's your evaluation? What do you think even the turnout is going to be like? Do they have what it takes to bring the people out?
Well, the streets have been talking, and we have been listening. According to my brother Raymond, what he said earlier, I heard it too. That CDC is trying to put people in CPP shirt to fill up whatever, and said, "Oh yeah, you'll see the poor guy cry too, and something and this and that." But I don't know how that's going to work. But good luck to them. And if that wasn't true, CPP had a lunch, whatever, in Marguerite. That was because they were running away from Monrovia. What if they're saying now, being all bold, we would feel it and would do the one would something is behind that. Whatever there is smoke, trust me. We've been hearing it, but I don't know how is that gonna help. Nobody gonna regulation saying that the other people had cried too. So yeah, they didn't win it. So I don't like I said, it doesn't matter.
Okay. You think but listen, a lot of people think that the CPP is gonna be indirectly celebrating President William's birthday. Do you subscribe
That's
to that?
what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. That was all the deal. That was the plan. And because I heard this thing was about what? On the 7 or 6 before? Isn't that what it said before?
On the 6th.
Yeah, then all of a sudden it came down to the 1st. So that's what that's what the streets were saying. I'm not
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So we right after this we will take a look at the recent statement from
Nelson. Just before I go, right? Again, let's say this with a pinch of salt. Like she says, the streets that's talking, we got some connections, but we can't name our sources, so we got to give it as. No. And what I heard, CDC strategy is to ensure that if it goes to second round and they get the support of Cummings, they will show that Cummings had a big following. Yeah, it was impossible for the JMB to win on the first ballot. Well, all of these major parties had 200,000 from muscle rally. So I'm told that's the strategy. But again,
so let's hear from Mikey quickly. So we move
to
our
not in their plan. That's what it is.
So gossipers. So they say.
Mikey, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Credible sources, my man.
Oh well. Good evening to you folks on the panel today, and our audience out there. I mean, with respect to the CPP, honestly, Nelson and my brothers and sister, I just don't even understand CPP. That's why I'm always reluctant to talk about CPP, because what is CPP all about? I really want Sandy to explain to me what is CPP all about in this election.
It's a political party.
It's a political party, but what is their mission?
The man give me 30 seconds.
Presidency. They want to, elect Mr. Cummings, and you know that.
They actually want to elect Mr. Cummings, or they want to re-elect George Weah. It kind of, that's why I really don't like to pay attention to CPP, because at the end of the day, I always like for people to be real. And when people are not, it gets to me. You and I know that these people, the only thing they want to do is to re-elect George Weah.
No,
they know very well.
You know that Mr. Cummings is a serious presidential candidate. You know that Mr.
Cummings is a serious presidential candidate.
You know that.
Nah, I don't know. I see Cummings as a part-time distraction from the real deal.
You're still giving
so whether or not, look, Sandy, we gave you an entire month here. Nobody speak at all to sell Cummings. Cummings will still not be sold to the library. They will not buy it. Let's just be real.
Listen, Will.
Cummings is selling a goods that the Liberian people do not want.
Now, Mr. Cummings came in 2017. People say, "Oh, he's just coming." This is 2023. Now, does the CPP have the ability to fill that ATS like what we saw? People inside, people outside, people all around the place. Monrovia is crowded. Are we going to see something similar on October 1?
They do have the ability because they have the finance. We heard the other time $70,000 got missing. $70,000 for one of the programs got missing. We heard that Cummings is a millionaire, even though Bernard Ewing said probably is how they call it, electronic money or internet money that nobody can see, monopoly money that nobody can see or whatsoever. So with the level of cash that's going around in Liberia in its political season, and we hear that Cummings has enough to tour around, there's a possibility they can use the same thing George Weah and the CDC used to truck people and pay them. So
a lot of people say Mr. Cummings or the CPP is going to be indirectly celebrating President Weah's birthday on the 1st of October. Do you subscribe?
Where there is smoke, there is fire, Nelson. Why don't you think the Liberian people? Why don't the Liberian people say something like that of any other political aspirant or presidential aspirant? Why only why only Cummings and ANC or CPP? Why that particular? Like, it's just everybody focus. Look, the very same people who will go in the background and make negotiations are the very same people who have family members and friends that they will talk to. So when this information come out, don't take it for granted. Liberia, we are a close-knit society. Nothing stays indoor forever. Look, the only person who can keep a secret is a dead one. For people to be saying something specific about Cummings.
Okay.
So because this was about
thank you, Mikey. We're about to
Mikey likes the sound of his voice.
Because
so
this is about
he keeps going on, and he knows why he's talking. He doesn't believe it.
Exactly.
What I don't believe.
You don't believe what you're saying.
CPP, I deserve 1 minute.
You're just saying it. Yeah.
But why are you crying for 1 minute, Cindy? Okay, take 1 minute.
A lot of punches. So I deserve.
Is it not the first
we're about
time
to
that
move to our next topic?
Cindy?
This is about the CPP. So if I will be given 1 minute, I will appreciate that.
Take 30 seconds quickly. Let's move to our next topic.
Thank you. That is fair enough. Look, research, when you are doing research, it's important to remove a biased mind from the picture. It gives you the clear information you need, and you speak with authority. That's why when I come here, even if it's not good on my end, I will try to speak to the issue based on my research. You come here and say, I don't know what Cummings stands for. That tells me Mr. Hill is not researching enough. Cummings is not new on the block. He's been on the block for a long time.
Since 2017, is he making progress?
His message has been clear, consistent. If Cummings was if he was not relevant, he was not going to be. He's making progress. If Cummings, according to Mr. Hill, if he's not new and not relevant, he won't be in there at one point.
Okay, we're about to leave you. We got to move to the next topic. But Sandy, if we
are to disagree with you on that point. If we are to take there with the Unity Party for a reason, he didn't get it.
Listen, don't interrupt Sylvester. We'll put
the point was, if he was not relevant, the Unity Party won't have been attracted to him.
Since you say Mr. Cummings is making progress, 2017, 7%. 2023. What's the percentage you think this time around we're talking about?
I've been consistent.
What,
we
9%?
are going into the second round with 45%. We're not less than 45%. With not
consistent with
less
7%
than 45%. One thing you should keep in the back of your mind, Mr. Cummings came into the 2017 election very late. Let's keep that in the back of our mind. Elections require prior preparation, many months and years ahead. And because he has been in Liberia for so long, this election you will see. And we are seeing it. We are seeing it. Did you see what happened today? Be sleeping. Cummings is your next president.
Thank you.
Welcome to the next president.
In Liberia, the Republic of Liberia.
See you like a pressure.
Where?
Yeah. You can
Tell
press the
you
red
go to
button.
be tired and sleeping time, my brother. What you telling me?
Yeah.
Listen, the 2 more weeks to go to election, no sleeping. Nobody must sleep.
Hey, yeah, trouble. Hey, yeah, trouble.
No sleeping. You get Joe Ware, change Joe Ware will rig the election. That's why the Secretary of State is blaming him for now. They will put visa restriction on Joe Widow. He will not come to America. No sleeping. We're watching them. We're watching them. I beg you, listen, the opposition win. Cummings won't take it, that's fine. But Cummings got to come clean. You celebrating Joe Ware's birthday on the 1st. You agree to celebrate Joe Ware's birthday on the 1st. That's serious thing there. You listen to the VOA tape. Cummings agree with CDC, say they can't speak on election rigging. You listen to it. Oh, that balancing popping all of my mouth. Go listen to it.
We play for us here tonight, CEO.
No, to be frank, we shouldn't play that kind of game. You know, I respect Cummings. Well educated, get his own money, no blood stain in his hair. But then why the people are not attractive to him? The election between Joe Widow and the JMB people. Here.
Thank you.
Oh, we get Cummings
and
a check.
we win.
We get Cummings a check.
That in Saska, that in Bagleyville win.
Jerry, let me say this. I called Fadiga Lukan for us to spoil your show more tonight. So Fadiga coming.
Man, I got spoiled your show. That's it.
That's
it.
Welcome me, Jaga show.
We agree.
They man like they call Mickey Hill. We can't take show when you're in the car. You better go and come out on the show. We can't take you on. Anybody in the car, we can't bring them on. Whether you park or you driving or get
Very in the car.
Go in your head. And I've been listening to you. That's a smart begin. But he got to go home to do the show. Maybe a Gavin say you shouldn't come on because all they get in here. So you got to hide in the car.
Hey, God. Hey, God.
Evelyn John. So the begin screw because the guy say you go on that show. Don't come in there while the man go in the car, but you can't come on the show in the car. That's what the guy can't John. Let's deal with it. Good people there. Yo. Good call yo. Not some of yo, but all of yo. Where? I can't
Thank you for the promo.
You gotta tell him you have a 200,000.
Why you put Robert Sedi to my man? Why Robert Sedi said, don't put us together, I think you.
Jerry, look at it. Joey, that's a disgrace to Joey. You didn't face the people role, right? But you won't go in the people county with helicopter. Hey, man. And the helicopter Joey, I get that one of the worst helicopter they gave, Sani Abachi passed it to Obasanjo passed it to whatever the last guy that left before they passed Joe Buhari. And now they throw it on Joe Weah. Joe Weah, you can't do this, folks. You can't do that. Look at the helicopter they gave Joe Weah. Look at the thing. The only time you'll be hearing the only time you'll be hearing. You know, but you want us to celebrate Joe.
I thought our air labiro.
Those are your money.
You want us to call him viral medicine. What being a viral medicine? Paracetamol says small. Surgery cannot work on that road. You need reconstruction from head to toe to get Joe Weah face that road. They ate all the money for the road. Joe Weah ate that road money. Where you think Mambutu died? Joe Widow waiting for you.
We had a bad medicine for road. Bad medicine for
very
road.
bad. You want to see helicopter? You want to see somebody enjoying the right helicopter? Take a look at this one. Hey, look at it again. Look at it again.
Ain't you see trouble? Go get patient.
Go really get patient. Look at
that's a modern chopper.
That's a nice chopper.
A modern helicopter.
Hey, praise singers. Praise singers.
That's the reality. Modern, my man.
That is the
What's your engineer?
The OPC family.
That's the important one that
See you one case on the show.
we're pretending.
That's illegal.
You're gonna have a good show, but to tell you the truth, I think you guys should start with the information. Oh no, Fadiga, come on, the studio now food. I told Nelson somebody, they do many but who the cash will tell them, and bring Fadiga on 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But we only 9. Why you can't come on? Many money more. Catch a rabbit by the tail. If you let that rabbit go, many money more. All go for all go for cat. All go for a lady with the seesaw hat. Jerry, my man, King Jong-un calling you, my man.
Bye.
No. Let's take a vote because we are very fatigued. Let's take a vote. Who all want Jerry to go? Please put your hand up.
Me.
I want Jerry to go. We got 3.
Jerry, official.
Who all want Raymond to go?
Jerry always leave anyways, right?
Who all want Raymond to go? Please put your hand up. Who all want Joe Widow to go? Please put your hand up. Who all want Joe Widow to go? Only the 2 women then. Only the 2. But you know it's not fair because you get 1 ANC, 1 LPP, 1 CDC. You get. Are you from Evelyn? Which party you support?
JB. Asusu Aden.
I mean, Jerry, between you, Raymond, and but Mama can leave because Mama
let me go to Martin shot. Maybe I can just make a comment on this visa restriction thing, and then I can call it a day. Holiday tomorrow. I'll be here again.
No, but we'll bring you back. We're not staying too long. You're only 20 minutes. We'll bring you on. Check your 20 minutes.
Days before I leave, anyway.
Yeah, I understand. Give me. You will start talking, Jenna. You're not finished. I know you. Give me 20 minutes. I'll bring you on. Yeah, we'll soon leave.
Jerry can talk too much.
Look, they got them went to talk in school. They can't finish the first sentence. They can just jump into the second one. Yeah. So we got Fadiga on, and let's talk about this statement today. I think we banners now. We get CDC, ABC. What's the LPP got? He left?
Yeah, that's right.
What the ANC man? I heard somebody say talking about the next president.
What LPP got?
You heard me, Fadiga.
Should be here.
Who are you?
Yeah, you bring the fire, I'll bring it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Whatever you're smoking, too strong.
Desmond Sharp. Who he supporting?
That UP man there, that UP. But I think we'll bring Ture on. Let me bring Ture back.
Yeah, I ain't seen Ture. He's not in the back. Yeah. Sylvester supporting who?
That Unity Party man. Sylvester crossed over recently to Unity Party.
He's supporting Unity Party. He say I'm supporting
no party. Pretending. Yeah. Hypocrisy.
Independent press.
I mean, no independent.
No independent.
The man think that Joel will win, then he say, you see, I remain independent with Joel. No independent. But let's talk about this thing real quick. This is scary. This letter from the U.S. State Department. This is really scary. They should call everybody attention, call folks to order. This is huge. The people, they are not playing with it. This from the United States. They are about to put visa restriction on Joia, on Edwin Snow, on Joia Webb Clark, we are on Joia brother-in-law Michael Donkey, on Joia's son Cham Wea. They are about to put on Fenda Bondo. The entire Joia administration, they're about to lock them down. If any of them put finger to rig the election, that trouble. Visa restriction policy on undermining a democracy in Liberia. Press statement, Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, September 27, 2023. The United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Liberia and around the world. Today, I'm announcing a new visa restriction policy under Section 212A 3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act for those undermining democracy in Liberia. This policy will take effect in listen, they didn't say they're going to hold back a little bit. They say it will take effect in advance of the upcoming election. So they're about to do it. Now, folks, let's take a break here. Let me ask you, who do you think this is going to? Who you think the people pointing finger to? Raymond, you go first.
Thank you that you asked me to go first. There has already been in effect. You know, we got friends in Liberia and our eyes and our ears close to the street. I know someone who's close to George Weah who got a visa and was called back to the U.S. Embassy and was canceled without prejudice. So it's already in effect. And I told the person, and I knew what it meant, because it's glaring. The writings are on the wall. This government intends to rig this election, which is undemocratic. This government actions by even closing down Spoon FM and all the other related stations.
The Spoon Network. Yeah, the Spoon Network.
And even restricting internet access when other political parties are gathering. These are all means of rigging the election, because elections are meant to be free, fair, and transparent, giving everybody equal opportunity to canvass, freely to move and interact, with our government using her authority and her powers to limit other people so that they can have undue privileges. And that's what this government have continued to do. Yet and still, some of them are even afraid they want to leave the country, and people realize that. So this visa restriction is meant to call Liberians to action, that we are keeping our eyes on you and put a soft pressure on them to realize that America isn't going to sit by and allow you to do whatever you want to do, even though you the authority. Yes, we realize that you have some powers that you could abuse.
Thank you.
Also realize that, but there will be consequences.
Thank you. You say you got folks that they withdrew the visa from them?
Someone very close to the president that
so
I
talk
know.
To me, send it to me, send me that information, and we'll discuss it on Spoon Talk. Anything you get, send it to me. I ain't afraid of any of them. But let me bring in, I will keep George for later. Let me bring in our sister Evelyn Dodo.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone, to our many listeners out there. For me, this is the moment that I was waiting for, because all along he have been in the news everywhere. The American government watched every talk show that is about Liberia. They see the people crying for election being rigged. They see the people crying and seeing what the government is doing. So I feel with this kind of information is good for the opposition, because it will at some point put the government in check to realize that, well, we're about to do certain thing and the American government is not in favor of us. So I feel it's a checkpoint that they are erecting to for the government to be answerable to the people of Liberia by not breaking the election.
Thank you. Moba?
Yeah, just to add up to my brother Roman, right? What Roman said is true. And I got like couple friends who work with the government too. And they were some of them let me just say this, right? September, right? The any part of September, all the people who were scheduled for visa to the embassy, guess what? CEO. They scheduled them, right? Some of them only got 2 or 3 days. People that already won DV, right? And guess what? There 2 or 3 days when they go for interview, they call them on the phone and they cancel and they cancel all of the interview. You think I'm telling you? The any part of September we in, because the DV process can take it can end the beginning part of September to October. They can be done with. The new one start from October. So the last batch of people who sort of go for the interview, right? They cancel all of them. So I called one of my friends, asked him, I said, but what it cost? The man told me, the man said, brother, let me tell you, the country we're in right now, under this government, they mess everything up. They mess everything up. Even people from the government that I know, ministers that went down there, they denied them. A lot of people, I know one, I will call her name, but I will not call her husband name. They call her Jay, she here. They begin working in the government too. Recently, begin to come just for a visit, to come visit, because she put the picking people were in. But then the guy want to come for visit. But guess what? The man wants the embassy, they put they bought him. So the thing, the thing is real.
All right. Thank you, Moba. Let me ask SP. SP, this issue is kind of serious. We'll keep Fadiga for last. He will really go into this thing with the history. SP, this thing is kind of serious. Those that came with George Weah, they had a list of 62. They reduced it. Some people that came, they came on the old visa. You remember when Joe Weah came here and he went to the CIA office? They came on that old visa. They wasn't given a new visa. So I mean, what's your take? This thing is getting it's close to home now. It is.
Yeah, well, I happened to actually read this news today, and this is good. CEO is welcoming for Liberia. America is no longer sitting back and allowing certain people to destroy Liberia. Now, there's a caveat out there now that when you intend to destroy or at least want to rig the Liberian people election, there's penalty or there are penalties involved. And America is strong on this. This I want to be clear. This is not about Liberia or ordinary Liberian. This is going directly to those that have the intention to undermine our democracy and to rig the election. They said this is going to be enforced prior to the election. So I'm hoping that in the next few days we are going to be hearing names of individuals that will be sanctioned or be rejected. This is good. Before to do terrible things to our country and run to the United States. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of them. I'm not going to call names. We know them. But you can no longer do that. You can no longer bring war to the Liberian people, rig their election, destroy our image, the image of our country, and run to America as a safekeeping. It can no longer happen. So this, we all should celebrate this, welcome this. This is a good news. This, I don't think, we can all say that it may be directed to one party or to a particular group. I want to say that this go out to everybody. But we do know, following the recent trends and the recent activities, we do know that certain people, now their hearts are boiling because they know that most of them may be, under this, be restricted from travel to the U.S. Theo, you are muted.
Yo, thank you. I had to mute myself because with feedback. So let's just mute ourselves when we are not speaking. Folks, please share the video. This is the Midnight Politics. This is your show. We're just creeping into Crossfire. Damn, I came here because I saw George Widow here. So when he leave, I will leave. If he didn't go, I'm going. Let me tell you now. So one is please just go on your Facebook page and share this thing. Let Liberians hear us all over. Okay? And I invited Al Hussein to join us for us to have a very, very, very good show. We want you to share it. Those of you that joining us will take your phone call early. You want to ask you question. This news that the American people now put on Joe Weah. Is it for Joe Weah alone? Because people say time trap, not for right alone. So you are right, Sandy. Let me bring in my sister Emmy. Then we'll go to Al Hussein. George Widow. Then from there we'll go to Al Hussein. Emmy.
Yeah, like Sandy said, it is welcoming. It is a good news. And we thank America, but I think they should do more by going after the families of the people that are already here. Because some of them think that, because they have their families here, they can do whatever, and then maybe sneak into Guinea or Ivory Coast or whatever. But their family, daughters, sons, and whatever that are here, they need to deport them as well. If anything like that, if they're restricting a visa from coming here and anything, so that we know how really, really serious this is. And America is not playing with it. Liberian people are sick and tired. Gone are the days that you just come and just do anything because you think Joseph Jingirawa did it, so it's okay for you to do it. No, it was wrong then. But the good part about Joseph Jingirawa, he never had Facebook, Twitter, internet and smartphones that leak information, so he got away with it. So you if you think you're gonna be like Joseph Jingara, think again. It's not happening, and we are very, very happy that America is showing interest in this election because of what's going on in the region and everything. I think that's what make it, and I think they should do, like I said, the families here too, to make sure that don't think your families are untouchable, that you can just do it all. Move close to the embassy, then you play with our election, then you run there, the embassy will save you. No.
Yeah, that Director Brown Lasana. You know, she moved closer, then she'll be safe.
She needs to do her job professionally.
Georgie.
Please. Yes. Oh, look. Thank you, CEO Stanton. I think this communication to the Liberian people or to the rest of the world, I think it's timely. And if anyone sits here, and is thinking that this communication is solely directed at the government, that person is living in a la la land. Look, as we all know, when JMB was supposed to travel to the United States quite recently, he's supposed to have gone with Rescue 2. That did not happen. And if you think it happened, it was a coincidence, that Rescue 2 did not go, then of course, maybe as well, you might be in La La Land. And mind you, visa restriction that we're talking about, as we all know, JMB has been going the sub-region. Instead of going to America, the trip has been going the sub-region, And if you make any threat to our electoral process, that is also against the backdrop of what the Americans are saying. We're hearing some statements going all around talking about Liberia will end and later on retracted and reframed and rephrased and redid. Look, this is the reason why this communication is out. For anyone who want to intimidate us, that by making us to believe that if we vote against their interests, or if we vote for George Weah, that means Liberia is going to end, because we don't want Liberia to end, so we'll go and vote for them. That is intimidation. That is voter intimidation, and that's what the opposition is doing. So this is what that communication is for. And if you want to doubt me, let's see in the next few days. Let's see what those statements I used to be flying from PYJ, be flying from this place to that place to Rescue 1. Let's see what will happen again. Joshua has become resolute. He is in the bushes, in the trenches, and he's campaigning. He's not looking at neck and going to protest at neck. Joshua is doing his job and make sure, because he knows that he is the man of peace. He is the peace ambassador of Africa, like I would say, of the United Nations. So I know that Joshua is doing his best, and he's making sure he's not a guy who is related to any election raking or anything. He's a man of fair play. Joshua played football and he was a fair player. So look, anything people want to say, they can say whatever they want to say, because I know a lot of people love to listen to the sound of their voice, their own voices. But I know George Weah is not synonymous with any wrongdoing in our society, in our country, and anywhere around the world. And I know that George Weah is going to live through that, and he's going to make sure that he's going to win the election. So if you want to intimidate us and tell us that if George Weah wins, war will come, or the country will disappear, you are doing it at your own cost, because the Americans are coming for you. And guess what? They will not wait for you to say you go to the poll before. They will start to put it on you now. So mind you, opposition, continue to use your flattery statements and threaten us and say we will not vote for you, Liberia will end, or Liberia will go in the drain, or it will go in the Como, or whatever. Do it to your own peril, because the Americans are coming for you. And guess what? I can jump up for now and get on the plane and go to America now. I go walk up and go anywhere I want to go. If you are in America, you want to come to Australia, you have to get a visa. I don't need it to go to your country. So be there and be thinking that Georgia are the people coming for. When they were coming for dough, we all say, oh, that only dough. They came, they even took our dishes for in our kitchens and ruled our Como and took it. So war is not for one person. And Liberian people should listen to this very keenly. Don't be intimidated by these statements that are going around. They are doing it because they want you to vote for them, because only them can make Liberia better. They were there for 12 years. Liberia were never better. We suffer in this country.
Thank you. Josh, thank you very much, folks. Again, share the program. Our young men and women, they are doing the
CEO, can I just answer him 1 second?
No, you gotta wait. Let's give the other the chance to talk. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna bring in our brother Al Hussein, the King Hussein Fadiga.
I do. Josh, the only person that have declared war on Liberia is George Weah. He declared war on Liberia when he chose to bring drugs to our children, when he chose to carry on extrajudicial killing, when he chose to carry on what we call voyeurism, when people start to die under your leadership. This man is supposed to be a man of peace. But in the last 6 years, we have seen Liberians. Don't run away. I want you to be here so you can.
But why George run away now? How we get?
No, I want you to be here so okay.
Yeah, hold on, Fadiga, hold on. Why would our brother George run away? He told you own the better you own, then you run away, Georgie.
I'm here.
Yeah, but see that you changing your continent. The mentor I told you, then you run away. Maybe I told now, then you not come out. Go ahead, Fadiga.
Yeah, so we know who brought war. The war drug that is being look, war don't just automatically come to a country. Liberia fought civil war because they were tired with the repressive regime of Sameto. say what you want to say. That war, it was almost inevitable. But let me say this. Look, the sanctions that were targeted at certain individuals, especially 212A3C, it's a foreign policy sanction. It targeted individuals that the American government deemed inadmissible because of foreign policy reason. Foreign policy reason, George. I want you to take that foreign policy. And what does that mean? You have to, because of time, we won't go into the American foreign policy because it's a very vast piece of document. But one of the standard that America have used when it comes to the foreign policy, it has to be in the interest to protect American interests both domestically and internationally. That's the foreign policy interest. And what is happening in Liberia is that you guys are threatening American foreign policy. When you want to stifle democracy, when people keep talking, it's become an open secret in Liberia now that you guys want to rig the election. And you cannot do that. America is all for democracy. And there's so many things. And we have seen, we mentioned that on Spoon the other time. Jefferson Koshi got his children in Brooklyn Park. A lot of you guys, look, you guys don't even know how to, you guys are just crazy criminals. Not you specifically, but the CDC as an institution. You guys do not even know how to steal. Some people put a hand in the cooking jar, they take it small. You guys just grab the whole thing. There's no check and balance. That's one of the things that I've been giving you a hard time. The president doesn't have any self-control. That is why all your things have just blown. At least I can say there were no corruption during the Salif administration, but there were check and balances. That stopped the bleeding. When you have a president that just come and grab everything and go, this is the problem that you guys. So the American knowing that you guys are doing everything, the 6th year came too soon. When you guys open your eyes, 6 years already passed, and there's no time to cover up what you guys have done to that, the damage that you guys have done to that country. We will not even know to what extent you guys have destroyed that country until a new government come in. We're talking about 2.something billion. I think we're into the 3, 4, 5 billion. I'll give you one example. Rawafi Highway. The estimate was 90-something million. Right now, you guys have messed that road up. You guys talking about $116 million for that little small stretch. And it's not even done yet. So there are a lot of things that have gone on. But I will tell you, this is a foreign policy decision, and it's going to be targeting mostly at you guys. I'm looking at the neck, people at neck. I'm looking at something. And I will tell you this last one. I'll end on this. Jeremiah Kuhn was carefully vetted before Ambassador Boyka chose him. And this is something that you probably have not heard yet. He was carefully vetted through the embassy. He can come to America whenever. You know who can come to America? Joel.
And who again? Come here. And who again? One name Edwin Snow.
Prince Johnson.
And who again?
Prince Johnson.
Prince Johnson, the poor offer. Listen, I will get. Let me take it over, Fadiga. You are quite correct. The people get Prince Johnson 3. They get Prince Johnson visa. Fadiga. They get Prince Johnson visa 3 times. Prince Johnson say, "I won't go to America." You're right. He said he's not coming. They invited him to the embassy, and he said, "I don't go in there." I'm not saying you're lying. It's true. Listen, my man. Before we bring Jerry, John, Roland, Nipa in, let's do this. This government, the restriction is against Jawea and people. When people go in your chat room and say we will rig the election, you know who's talking to the American? You're talking to the American. Moba Molu talking to the American. Don't let me call their names. Your lawmakers that you say on your side talking to the American. They're sharing information that you don't know, George, with her, to the American. These guys then they have designed a way in which they're going to rig the election. They have formatted from the fundamental, knowing very well they can't win. And all the information are with the American. You do what the Eto Brown changing color like a minute. She changing color because you know why? It's hot. Her daughter worked with the UN. She gets in the message. No matter how they twist and turn it, they will not see this election. So, simple put, they will put it on visa restriction. It's not supposed to be at the UNGA. They say don't even try it. Look at Kemia. Who foreign minister came here? Nipa. The men are so be sitting down by Joe Manor where the people say you can't come back here. That should be a lesson for you, George, that your party is broken. Your party have failed the Liberian people. Joe, we are. Koji all the big more he get, the country is stink. Now he recruiting, thinking of going the rebel days. This is one of the worst days and dark days for Liberia. Jerry, take us on this. That's all I came to say. And we're going to bring in Nelson and we're going to excuse you guys because we get things to do tomorrow. No, Fatiga, you got to wait for me. Let get Jerry. Let give my crew brother the respect.
Yeah, CEO is that, I mean, anytime you see a country where people are threatening sanction, taking sanction, it means it has gone, worst. Yeah, it has gone worst. And that is the reason why we say Joseph Boakai will rescue this country. But then it is troubling. The Americans are very sensitive people and they are law-abiding. They are aware that when citizens go to the election, when maybe others may disagree with me, when Donald Trump was elected, and even though Hillary Clinton had the popular vote, but I mean, Trump won the electoral college and all of that. So the only mean by which the people could alter the leadership of the United States and all democracies is through election. So if a government like the we are government that have desperately performed, breach everything, operate in total disregard of the interests of our people, and the American being speaking diplomatic languages. So today they are saying no. David Brown, Lasana, here we come. David Brown, Lasana, here we come. George, we are here we come. Jefferson Koji who said life and death, here we come. George, we are who said, I listened to my brother saying George as a peaceful man. Oh, a peaceful man will say in the church, say, whoever insult me, or say something that resembles what I may interpret as insult, they will not walk in the street freely. When Samuel Toa said, you will be a benevolent dictator, what the president will sit down in a bedroom, taking NCSO and decide whatever. You understand me? And then Jefferson Koji came out, they've been making all of these comments. He said, you peaceful man. So now, since he said, you peaceful man, what the Americans say, okay, we're coming to you now to restrain you so you can enjoy the peace. Nobody will joke with these elections. Our people are resolved. George Weah and his friends and his gangs of thieves, because he's the leader of thieves, continue to demonstrate to the world that he came to loot. On day one, the president broke down all the property. He lied on his son, Tim Weah. And Tim Weah said, President, please tell your press people to go back on air. The House Tobe went quiet today. He went back on OKF and said, oh, I made a mistake. The president, I'm not giving this to his son. The 9th Street resident. That's the extent to which people came to loot our country. Today, while other people are being homeless as a result of stuff, Nathaniel Magema is sleeping on air condition at the detriment of our taxpayer money. Akara Grade and other people in Pupu water in Sodiwe. He's displaying all kinds of things on the social media. All these things were people jumping over the fence to go look for their own staple food, dying, crying all around the place. Then George Weah say, nothing happened. Minister Tua will come and people say, if you harmonize our pay, we will harmonize your vote. He said they're being used by politicians. That's a disrespect to our people. We will protect our votes. Thank you so much, Mr. Stanton Waterspoon, for having the Spoon Network. At least we had some time yesterday as a rescue mission to raise some money. And we will have Tarek continuously. Because while the Americans are helping us to tell George Weah and a group that we will no longer come diplomatic, we are going to take it after the road they Sierra Leone, but it will come before October 10. It will come before October 10, so you all know that we are serious. That if anything happens, we stand with the Liberian people, as I call the former Michael McCarthy said, that we will stand with y'all. I'm not worried. We will y'all go to the elections to vote. So if anybody think like my brother George, who I always remember this story. One guy myself we hear Putin cartoon say Liberia was like paradise. Unfortunately, he got deported. He's now struggling in Liberia. If you are here getting 1 or 2 cents and the person there cannot eat, we are talking that you want to intellectualize the suffering of our people. You don't do that. I could lecture moving on. But let me say this as I close. A man who does not feel the pain of another person is not a human being. Even if you read Proverbs 21:13, it says, if you close your ears to the cry of the poor, you too shall cry, and you will never be heard. It's about time that George Weah will never be heard. On October 10, let us stand out and vote for Joseph Numa Boaka. Let us rescue this country. See the integrity that he brings to the table. See the honesty that he brings to the table. George Weah and others. David Etta Brown Lasana continue to check us up. America came to visit you. They came to remind you about democracy. They came to tell you the essence of peace. They came to remind you that you cannot use your office to abuse our democracy that we suffer for 14 years. We were in the villages. When Joe Biden were going there harvesting people, we were burning people down the villages. You think we are not aware? Joseph Boakai is peaceful. That's why I think Une Kush can make George Weah to think that he disarmed Joseph Boakai, a peaceful character who have never used rubber band to even hit anybody. CEO, I submit on the note because everyone will continue to move on, and I will lecture my brothers so that we can understand what democracy is and come to sustainability. Joseph Boakai brings that to the table. Thank you.
My brother, Yipan, now Apo Yiswa Tro. ABC Yiswa. Yes, thank you very much. Liberia must change. We're going to give this back. Fadiga, if you get nothing to add, we'll give this back.
Nothing to
add. The young men and women. We just came to support
I'll just say one last thing and go.
Fadiga, if you get nothing to add, we'll give this back.
Wait.
Women.
Repeat.
Can we mute ourselves, folks? Let's mute ourselves. We're getting a bad feedback. Let everybody mute, please.
I'll just leave
Go ahead,
on this. Look, the Americans have started this precedent in how they call this people. I want to know. I'll call you back. They started this thing in Sierra Leone already when the guys thought you could rig the election. My brother, the only thing I can say, Joe, we are need prayer. In fact, that helicopter, I think Stanton was talking about that helicopter. He need prayer. Me, I worry about him saying without playing. The thing I was seeing, the vision they was seeing in that book. Like, I will tell you, that's like rainbow money, maybe that God ready to punish him.
He'll be fine.
He will be fine. But I would leave it at that Stanton. We got too many things to do.
Yeah, we got too many things to do. But don't forget, I think I heard them inviting Josh Widow to contribute to Unity Party fundraiser that will continue on Monday, and it will be finishing on Wednesday next week. You understand that these people bringing a lot of money in. Emmy, did you contribute today?
It's Thursday.
You did? That's good. SB Sandy, I hope you can send your contribution. They want me to extend this to you, not me. The people just want me to extend it to you. So they will continue the contribution on Yipan. They didn't see you contributing, Yipan.
Anything I don't know. I can easily get to Nelson. You know, we in the different part of this world.
No, the people contribution. They put
don't put me in the United Party people contribution thing. I beg you,
Speaking to relevant authorities.
Speaking
to relevant authorities. No. I thought you were speaking in terms of this network or stuff. But no, I mean, I was speaking to.
No, but guys, it's not fair though. All of you come on the show every day, and you can go ahead to buy your gas and buy your own internet.
CEO, what did discuss at Bianco's do?
Oh, so you're discussing
Bianco's do. Yeah, CEO on post. I just put that anybody who does not feel the pain of another person.
I have a take on this American thing.
You just come in that.
I gotta leave. You see, my picking. I don't want to disturb him. He going to bed. I gotta be quiet. Yeah, picking going to bed. I gotta leave. But I'll monitor you in the back. And then you do. I mean, you bring him on. You bring the other person on. You know, remind in the back, right?
Okay. No.
That UP man, right?
A UP man.
Yeah, but you can do this. You can do this to Joshua. All of your
no, but we're not stopping. No, CEO, we're not stopping those people from coming here like the whole thing. We're not stopping nobody.
The men are not strong like Josh, or the men and women not strong like Josh.
The CDC people, most of them can add a chick.
If you get any CDC coming, tell me, I'll be at the bus station.
Most of them can add a chick.
Have you looking in the comment section? In the comment section,
you talk about Joe. You talk about Joe. All of them can get fair. Yeah, Joe is the goal.
Exactly.
Joe gets something on them.
I don't understand why the CEO will be advocating for more seditions to come on the show. How much more can we allow CDC? How much more damage can we allow? The people have all the media in Liberia.
Yeah.
How much more?
No. This is why you ask a good question.
This Spoon network that they want to see on.
And they try to shut that one down. So why are we advocating for them here? She not bringing
you guys, yeah, but you guys, it's valid point. But yet and still, we are all Liberians. If they want to come talk about Joe, let's listen to them. We may disagree, but this is everybody network. We can't do pick and choose. You get one of Josh Widow. Joe don't appear. Who day you're calling him in the chat room? But what Josh? Somebody post a thing. Josh. Where Josh? You're gonna call Josh. Huh? In America, now they affair with him. But let me go. Let me leave you guys. It's 11:21. I believe some of you guys, your mind are gonna fix your breakfast in the morning. So let me leave you. Yeah.
See you before you leave. Empty drum, don't make noise. Empty drum, don't make noise.
I disagree with you. Empty drum can make noise.
Thank you.
Except it running down Cracker Hill. I don't let that make noise.
Oh, SB. Let me pick on you before I leave on this one. Do your best. Be patient. 2029 is not too far. You will sell Mr. Cummings. Okay?
Listen.
That's why the Liberian people get called pipe dream.
Mr. Cummings, right? He's a good man. But his chances of ever spending the executive mansion expired the day he say he's not going second to Jose Imabarka. So again, that's something we can talk on another day. But again, my brother have my sympathy. 2023 is not for Mr. Cummings. All right. So we'll still keep you on the show. We're not. I mean, you are entertaining us. We'll still keep you.
No, I see you. We tell them, oh, I'm not join.
I'm again join you.
October 10 is in a few days. The Liberian will elect Alexander Cummings. That's it.
So one of Raymond's girlfriend is stopped her from coming to America. I just got her name. Let me share her picture.
Hey, God, oh my God.
I'm not saying he didn't know. He didn't know. I remember he know about bad. I finished saying the picture too. I finished saying the picture too. I finished saying the picture to what's his name, to Nelson. Put a picture of ya.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roman calling me. Roman says, see what I'm doing. Look at Roman calling me. Hey, see it now. Don't see that Roman, right? Hey, see it. Roman, hello.
Don't put it out so they can handle.
Roman, hello.
So seriously, Remo, you are seriously calling?
He said, see you not do that, baby. But listen,
CEO, I am from Rufa. We went into a poorer society.
I've never been there.
What they share there stays there.
Even their life
didn't make it to come out.
I've never been there for no panto. I've never been
all
there.
Right. So when you go there, when you cross my land, CEO, all our wall, no limits.
Yeah, I get my father-in-law that from Lofa too. What did I see that he can tell me? I'm from Lofa. I said my own. I'm from Junkerton and no panto.
No, CEO, I beg you with everything that inside me. Yeah.
I hear you cry.
Everything that inside me, I beg you.
If you don't want me to show you cash up in 25,
yeah, I was just about to say.
I will cash out you $100.
But I wouldn't play it because I was sure I already sent it to Nelson. So
very good.
So you're the new Costa?
Do it. I bring it to 25. Do 25 quid, then I leave. You gotta have your show.
You put it back to the restaurant again, no.
Yeah, man, scared. And I say, see you, you're not sure. I said, I will not show you. So now you send it to me. I say, oh, but then I'm going to miss the money. But you have a good show, my man. Yo, you guys are doing extremely well. Yo, thank you. We have to go. Let's make this thing happen. Election is around the corner. Your sacrifices will not be in vain. It will be like some done, some not done. Some people will win, some people will lose, but like, bro, move forward. That's all we asking. All right, and the best person win. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll continue and just have the rest of
Yeah, that's to wait not to
you
talk on
make
to wait
it
not
clear.
to
Okay, so it's
take on that.
Toure, it's
Prince
Prince,
and Mickey.
Mickey, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And me,
so
and myself.
no, Jerry, you spoke sufficiently. So Toure, go ahead.
Yeah, Nelson, thank you so very much. So yeah, look, with the State Department coming up with that release, that's not a coincidence though. I mean, if you guys remember, one of the rarest occasions that President Obama, that President George Manuel we had to actually meet Joe Biden was doing a World Cup. When he went there, they were watching soccer, right? And he posted that picture. In that meeting, the U.S. committed $200 million United States dollars to support African countries that were sort of like going to election that year. All right. Sierra Leone president was there. All the guys were there. So Washington, when they put their money places, they go for their money. And whatever money they put in there for whatever job, they said free, fair, transparent elections in Africa. That's taxpayer money. They will make sure that money gets what it was sending there for. And then let's talk about this. When we talk about transparency, we talk about free and fair elections. Are we seeing anything right now to give us any kind of sort of like comfort heading into this our election? I don't think so.
No.
Right? I really don't think so. So at the end of the day, everything I see right now, even if this election should go, right, which of course I pray that it goes smoothly and everything sort of like play out like the way we have anticipated with the resources, put into it by foreign countries, that it will actually live up to that expectation, which is free, fair, and transparent.
Okay, thank you.
I can really not be surprised if anything should go wrong, out of the ordinary. Washington is very, very serious about this. They definitely, if you look at it, what is happening in Africa right now, all these super mega countries, they are trying to get closer to their colony, right? And I know Liberia are not colonized, but America have a deeper interest in Liberia than any other countries on that continent. So that is a fact. So rest assured that we're going to have a free and fair, transparent election.
Thank you. Now let's take Prince. What do you make of this statement? What's your take on this? Right after you will take our brother Hill. Thanks for joining us from home now. At least you're not in the car anymore. But yes, so let's take Hill. I see Steam is in the background as well. We'll bring our sister Evelyn on to make a point. But let's take you. Go ahead.
Evelyn did.
All right.
Oh, Evelyn made a point already?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll come back to rap. But she's not on set. She's not on set to say what is what, because I see her shaking her head. Shaking her head.
No, she did.
Oh, you did, right?
No, not yet.
No, she haven't spoken all night.
Yeah.
No, she did. She was the first group of people. She
did in Malva. I was here on the show. She never spoke.
CEO made her to speak. She spoke.
What she spoke about?
Okay. No. So let's conclude on this.
Who say which political party she support? That's all.
No.
That was so.
Where you coming from, Raymond?
Where you coming from?
Go talk.
Come
Not
on.
afraid.
Listen,
Not
listen.
afraid.
Okay, no, guys. Let's
JMB
not
know how to be fair. JMB know how to be fair.
Go
Come
talk.
on,
Let's
guys.
say one
Prince, can you go
thing
ahead?
she said.
Let's have Prince
Raymond,
go
I was
ahead.
off.
Yeah,
I
but
heard
that was
from
let me go
gentlemen.
ahead.
He spoke about it, Raymond.
She did spoke.
Guys, it doesn't matter. I mean, we gave us some time. So
Exactly. Thank you.
No, we can give her some time, but she spoke. That's what we want to make clear. Guys, come on.
Josh,
Yeah, she
Josh.
spoke.
All right.
I'm not
Josh,
against you, sweetheart. I'm just
Evelyn
telling the
is your
truth.
new friend. Evelyn is your new friend.
Now, she want me off the show. How can she be my new friend? She want off the show.
Finish well.
Oh, go ahead, Prince. Let's hear you, sir. Go ahead.
My fellow panelists, I just want to say good afternoon to you all, and then good morning to the person in word. You know, the statement today, it was surprising to some people in Liberia, but some of us that speak to lawmakers within our state and have some high caliber information from people I would know that have interest in Liberia. It was not surprising to us. It just came the rightful time. And you see, America don't make mistake, but besides that statement, I will keep conscientizing the Liberians that comes the 10th of October, though we know that Madam David Elder Brown, I don't know well, her feedback look like, her posture, her speech to Liberian people and the rest of the world should remain truthful, or else even her children that she have here, they will be right back in Liberia. Because nothing will happen in our country. Our funding that we raise today will make sure our 14,000 pool watchers, they will be all over the country and they will be there to monitor all the votes for the Liberian. So I keep saying to my people, get ready. October 10th, we'll go to the ballot boxes and vote our president, Honorable JMB. I resolve.
Thank you. Hill, this statement is coming at a time when the Supreme Court has summoned next chairperson, David Brown Lasana, following this delay. The Unity Party, as most of you are aware, took the neck to court on this whole delay in the publication of the voter roll and making it available to political parties. This statement is coming at a time when the Liberia Council of Churches, for example, has released a statement calling on, has expressed some serious concerns and calling on the key political actors to stay away from making statements that sort of undermine the peace of the country. What does this statement say about election? What does it say about Liberia? What does it say about even governance in our country?
Oh well, before I address that specifically, I was driving coming home and I was listening to the program. I listened to my brother George, and I realized bad habits I pick up fast. I George have picked up the lie Bennett from CDC Bennett in government. When the man speaking, yeah, bad habits. That communication, listen to me, George, my brother. George, my brother. Let me tell you something. That communication could not be emphatically clearer than it is. That communication, the United States State Department specifically spoke to who they were intending to speak to. Opposition members or opposition candidates or whosoever, they are not clothed with the authority to impact the election negatively by rigging. The people spoke, the communication spoke directly to rigging the election.
It did not. It did
You
not.
understand?
It did not.
So
You didn't read it.
how
Does it be clear? I haven't read it.
To the incumbent.
It did not talk about rigging. They said democratic processes. Democratic processes. It did not talk about rigging elections.
Okay. So guys, let's do this.
It did not. It did not read
Let's
it.
do this. You know,
Read it, George.
George, read it for us.
I can see I'm using my phone. It's very small.
The print is small, so let me do this. Let me try to go to this.
Read it for
I have
them
it
because
up my end. I can read it. I have it up on my end.
Okay, yeah, send it.
Yeah,
Please try
send
to
it.
do that.
Read it because I think he can read.
The
No,
United States
you don't mean that, Josh.
don't say that, man. The United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Liberia and around the world. Today, I am announcing a new visa restriction policy under Section 212A3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act for those undermining democracy in Liberia. This policy will take effect in advance of the upcoming election. The policy, as outlined by the secretary, I think I'm reading the one from
Honor the policy reading, right?
So on this policy, the United States will pursue visa restriction for those believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Liberia, including through manipulation or breaking of electoral process.
You hear?
Or raking.
Guys, please give Sandy the time to conclude the statement.
No.
But rigging is an undemocratic process. So even if it wasn't mentioned, it's implied.
And making inflammatory statement to scare voters is also undemocratic. Like what your external bearer did.
No,
that is
so
undemocratic.
Josh,
that is undemocratic.
Listen.
But somebody fearing us. Somebody fearing us and Abreu will finish. When he doesn't become president.
Josh, so gentlemen, let me just make a point. Nelson,
Remo, sorry, Remo, you're not making a point. Let's go to Mike. Here, please conclude.
You see what I told you? Bad habits I pick up fast. This is a man who's telling me I can't read or I did not read the communication. It spoke directly to the people who has the authority to rig an election. Opposition does not have the authority to do that. So at the end of the day, as I said before, the Liberian people will see through you when you lie. Look, we understand the geopolitical environment we find ourselves in the world, right? Right now, it's the Cold War 2.0 between America, Russia, and China. America has realized that her grip on Africa is quickly being loosened. China and Russia is getting a foothold in Africa. And most of the countries in the sub-Saharan region, West Africa to be specific, most of them are controlled by Great Britain and France. And the only one country that America has a direct impact in is Liberia. America has realized if they do allow Liberia to slip away and fall under the new, I just forgot the under the banner,
the new war
India, no, not the new world order. India, Russia, China, and some other Asian and Eastern European countries. They are the ones who said they were going to get away with. They want to make another currency, the world reserve currency, and do away with the US dollars. So the American government has realized that. So they are not taking that for granted. They do not want their only foothold in West Africa, so to speak, Liberia, to be lost in the same vein as other African countries. So they're not taking this for granted, and they're not taking it for joke. It goes way beyond Liberia. It's not just Liberia. It's the Cold War 2.0. That's why George and his likes are not understanding. So America will do everything to protect her interest. The Wagner Group destabilizing Africa and West Africa, they see that. So for you to sit here and read a communication that is very clear, speaking directly, and the people made it specific and they made it clear. They are not the sanction or the visa restriction is not against Liberians or Liberia. They said it against those people who are clothed with the authority to impact elections by rigging. How much more clear can you? I don't understand. That's why I say bad habits I pick up fast, because that's the same thing a George Weah or a summer tour will come up and you have a population of 5 million people, and he tells you that 27 million people have been lifted out of poverty. Is it any strange that George will read a communication that speaks to Reagan and try to twat it or misinterpret that? It's not strange.
It's a CDC thing.
Thank you.
Okay, can I say something quickly? Because the guy addressed me, he addressed me almost. Can I say something, please? It would just be fair. It would just be fair. It would just be fair that I say something.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds.
10 seconds.
You know the thing they call reading comprehension. We did it when we were in kindergarten. That's when we started from before we go up. When people say, come on, exactly. And guess what? I got trained in that area, so I don't fear any discussion. That's why I'm here in the first place. For the fact of the matter is that when somebody say they say they are imposing this visa restriction on people who have the ability to influence negatively our process, our election process. And rigging is just one part of it. And also inflammatory statement and making sure that people are doing the wrong things to get into power. It happened in Kenya. Opposition went to The Hague for inciting violence in election. So that's why don't come here and tell me that I can't understand it. I understand it well, and don't tell me bad habits. Man, I'm well educated. I'm well educated to chart my own path. I'm not going to follow anyone. And what I do here is solely on me, not on anyone. So don't come here and say I'm learning bad habits. I get more to contribute to Liberia than even you probably.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks a lot. Now let's take our
10 seconds.
Which 30 seconds? No.
We're not giving you a 30 seconds. Let the guy go sleep.
I got that.
Nelson, 10 seconds. Let me caution my brother George. George, you came on today saying today was your birthday. You're going to be a different.
It is my birthday.
We all forgave you. It's true. You have worn the George clothes. You're bragging about yourself. And
listen, but Remo, who gave you
Remo,
Okay, so let's Stem, welcome to the show. We'll go to our sister Evelyn and then we'll take Stem. But let's take Evelyn.
Ami said she wanted
we'll come to Ami. Ami will come to you.
Okay.
Ami, you want to go? Okay, go. Ami, take.
I just want to give a little information, to George. George keeps saying JMB said if he doesn't win election, Liberia will end, and that is not what he said. Everybody that been making statement, they say if the election is rigged, if you rig the election, that's what everybody been saying. If you rig the election, even in America, they do warn about rigging election. They can speak like that. It's not a crime that they will go put censure on anybody. So stop misleading the public. JMB never said if I don't win the election, if wins the election, that's fine. But let it be free, fair, and transparent. Let's see.
I hope it's not because George said today is his birthday, so you're giving him leeway to interrupt people when they have it the flow to speak.
Exactly. I got the flow now, please, guys.
Okay, so Evelyn has the floor. Okay. Let's mute. Let's all mute. Let's call our microphones off. Evelyn, go ahead.
Yeah, so the first thing I want to tell the citizen is that you're not going to hide behind the closed door. The thing is written on the wall all over that CDC want to cheat in this election. It's not healing. Number one, they are in position. With everything that is happening at the NDC, have you ever heard a citizen speaking against that? No, the fee is in their favor because, are you hearing me? Are you hearing myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they feel that the election is in their favor, so everything that is happening at the NDC, they like what is happening, but come to know that this is what the American people are using to measure what you call rigging election, right? So if you are up to now, we don't have voter rules. That is very dangerous to our society. What made you think that people will not look at it and say they want to rig election? Because Georgia is not even speaking to the fact that election commission is still behind time with these things. So that's one indicator that tell me, you, and the American government that there's election rigging in the process.
Okay.
Number two, You said Wia is happy, he's jumping all in the bush, he's going from place to place. Yeah, Wia gotta go look for the crumbs to talk to so they can vote for him because nobody want him again in Liberia. That's the part about it. And then for you to come say he's not worried because he's not worried because he already knows that he's going to rig the election. And America has to protect Liberia and its citizens against any form of violence. That's why they're putting it in everybody ear, whether it is you opposition or the incumbent, they have to put that as their way of measuring security. Thank you.
Stem, go ahead. Let's give you 1 minute to weigh in your thoughts on this. Can we mute? I'm hearing.
I think that yeah, that's him. She always know that sound. She always come with that sound. Not your earpiece.
Can you guys hear me? For some reason, I keep trying to fix my camera, and it's just like left and right.
Do it
okay.
What one they call do it? They live this way or that way.
They way.
Anyways, evening,
Carry
good
your left.
afternoon,
Carry your
good
left.
morning, everyone.
Carry your left.
Wherever
Sam,
you
go
find
ahead.
yourself, I'm still struggling.
Okay.
It's not my phone; it's the computer. So.
Oh, okay.
Is it better?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Sam, where's your position?
When I start talking about position, beneath the show sport, that be so.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so that when I go there, I'm picking you. But anyway, I'm happy to be here today. Thank you, Nelson, for the opportunity. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's on here. Second of all, Nelson, I think we're all adults on here, and there are times when we need some sort of decorum on the show. We're not children. We need to respect each other's view and just respect the basic rules of communication. You listen and then you respond instead of, interrupting people and everybody talking at the same time. It makes it not sweet to listen to. People come up here after a long day of work and just want to listen to things that are happening in the country and just catch up. But then all the back and forth and sometimes the smart talk and the disrespect. So I just look at it sometimes and just be like, you know what? Maybe I need to be on here anyways, Yeah, no, I'm talking with half of my head. I got to figure out this thing. Y'all just looking at me, nobody can say nothing.
No, you
yeah, but
anyway,
but
if
we
we say
get your
something,
point.
Nezzy put me in a bar, you will get me out.
But you've already said something to Ray. But Stem, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Stem,
what's your take on the statement?
Sam, just move
I
right.
wanna
Move
talk
right
about
in your
this
seat. Then
statement,
we'll
right?
see you. Move right.
Before-
Move right.
My right will be
move
okay.
right.
There it is. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Is it getting there?
Keep moving.
It's falling
Yeah,
backwards.
I'm like halfway. I gotta go out and come back in. Something is not right.
You don't.
Well, you don't have to just
Is
move
it
in one
good? Can you guys
direction
see
and you
me?
move in the opposite direction.
Move in the opposite direction when you're getting bad.
Oh, we hearing her though. We hearing her.
Yeah,
but
we hear you.
Yep.
You can
One
go
Y'all
ahead.
hear me, but when I'm
won't-
halfway
Then
in the
move
middle
in
of
the
the
opposite
screen, then it's
direction.
distracting to people.
won't see your face.
There it is.
But
There
I
you
told
go.
you
I
that place
told
you don't go where you are arguing with. I said that the place
Keep
you don't go.
moving.
Stem,
Nobody,
please
you
make
tell
your
me like
point.
I started go.
We
You
wanna-
say your position. I say I want up a position. Thank you.
There you go.
Keep
Good.
moving.
Put it in favor.
Anyway,
Yeah,
back to the topic. Thank you guys for the direction and suggestion. Nelson, do you guys remember former Ambassador Michael McCarthy? It wasn't his last statement, but it was a statement that he made that he was really pissed at Liberians, like really, really pissed when he said Liberians have to stand up for themselves. There's nothing America can do. They have to be the ones to stand up and make decisions that will affect their country. They're responsible for the betterment of their country. Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
Michael McCarthy got done with his job. Before he got done with his job, he toured our country, pretty much. Went to all of the counties. And he went behind a government official, and so no way anybody could call and say, oh, he yelled before they reached there. It's too late for them, right? And he saw everything that the Liberian people have been going through. He saw their suffering from no medication to people not taking pay to poster sheets being used as window curtains. He saw everything. When he came back to Monrovia, when he made a press statement, everybody was in Vialetule. Everybody were around the place. And that's what he said. Liberians have to stand up for themselves. If you look at the Secretary of State press statement, it states clearly events leading up to, during, and after the election. This is not only about George Weah. George Weah will be fully complicit in it. He will be fully accountable. That is for sure. But it's also for Liberians that think they know government officials that can step on other Liberians. For the young men that are so casted in the country, that blocking roads and burning things up and think that they have voices than Liberians. It says for people that will stop people from exercising their democratic rights. It talks about democracy. As far as I know, I got no family member that blocking the internet and people got to use VPN. I know my family member will not be on a visa restriction list. But guess what? All their children are in this country.
Okay.
And it also says that they're going to go after their children also. So then how are they going to go after their children is what we want to see. And because the first one came out, they say, oh, everybody, all the people in me work for the country. Nelson, the people they want the country to suffer. They want sanctions for the country. The people feel telling you that this is not about the country. It's about the individual. They're not coming to America. So when you're finished protesting on behalf of these corrupt politicians, you're Liberians, when you're finished throwing stones at each other and y'all go to the embassy, y'all say y'all want scholarship, I'm sorry, you're on a blacklist. You can't get it.
Thank
you finish making noise and tying all the palm trees and the palm leaves on your head, you will not get it because this is what they are talking about. We have to stand up for ourselves. We have to do what is right. These are restrictions. They're not taking them out of the country. They're keeping them in the country. What happened to the three individuals that were sanctioned? They're still running their normal business and nothing happened.
Thank you, Stan.
Sure, don't get me started. Don't get me started. You're not talking from the starting of the show to the end. So don't tell me about time, please. Thank you.
Thank you,
Nelson,
Stan.
for the opportunity. I beg to take my leave.
Okay, so we have to go to the lines now and take some calls. The WhatsApp number is pinned there on the screen, and the local number to call is 0555-101075, 0555-101075. And those wanting to call via WhatsApp, you have the number right on the stream there. So we'll go right ahead and take your calls now. Let's see if we talk to this person here. Okay, so let's see if we squeeze in this person here very quick. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Robert calling from GS0.
Robert, go ahead quickly, please.
Yeah, thank you for the discussion. Are there listening to? I monitor that show. Doing the rally.
Yeah, but Robert, please go to the point. We don't have much time.
So I'm very happy for him because coming into our election, brother. I'm happy.
Okay.
I listen to the visa restriction that they talk on, and so I'm happy. They're saying go to the election. The first person they're saying going to, they say the commissions in the house of the election commissions.
Thank
you. Brandon, are saying going to them.
Thank you.
So when they pay phone for the election, the family will feed it and they ourselves will feed it.
Thank you. Let's go you there and take this person. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Please go ahead. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, please. Yeah, I want you to give me more time, Mr. Sierra Leone. I've been following your program for long. I just want to say a few things.
You're Sierra Leone?
It might sound as advice. Yes, but I've been following your program since like more than 3 weeks because I'm interested in the election in Liberia. I am in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, first of all, I want to give advice to the UP party members on your show. You know, the way you guys discussing, you're underrating the president and you don't underrate a sitting government. Yeah, and you're pushing away another opposition parties. You don't do politics like that. You're getting it all wrong. Yeah, I'm not supporting anybody. All I need is peace for Liberia, boy. Because if Liberia have peace, we also have peace in Sierra Leone. That's my take for the you people, the supporters on your show. I'm not, yeah.
I know that guy who talking. None.
Please, you people campaign to your people. Don't rely on the international community. That's the same thing that happened to our opposition back in Sierra Leone. That's why I keep sending messages on your program that the Sierra Leone election was not rigged because the opposition failed to talk to the people. They were relying on the international community to win election for them. Go out and tell the people that this what this government is doing is wrong. When we come to power, this is what we're gonna fix. No, I'm not done yet, please. I just want to say something about the.
Yeah, you gotta wrap up that.
I want to just say something, okay, about the visa restriction. Like the last speaker spoke right now, the lady, she speaks correctly. According to what I'm reading, the policy is not aiming at the Liberian people or the government. That's what the secretary wrote. You know, is aiming at people that are undermining democracy in Liberia, including through manipulation, rigging, or the electoral process, use of violence. Even some of you guys on this program for the past 2 weeks have been saying, oh, one war in Liberia, you might be targeted for visa restriction. If you're staying in the United States, you're not a U.S. citizen, they can deport you back. That's what I want to say. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for your contribution. We take this person. Hello. 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 Are you there?
Hello, Nelson?
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Nelson, can you hear me? Nelson?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, this is Desmond Sharp.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Are you hearing me now?
You are loud and clear.
Okay, pertaining to America conception about Liberia and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much concerned because when the America realized that they are much concerned about Liberia, and I hate to say I live in America, and I understand, but at the same time, America has never been really, really interested in us. And my last sister that just came on.
Oh no, I don't know what's happening, but you just went off. Let's take this person. Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead
Yeah,
quickly.
this is most of my other last name and your Haman answer. And I want to say good morning to panelists on the show. I want to say a few things to people that are coming say everything is very important. The question that judgment. You're not doing well on the show. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's see if we take this person here.
Yeah, they're putting all the power.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead quickly.
I'm Nathaniel Son calling from Lapas, the husband besides.
Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Right. Concerning our visa restriction issue, yeah, that particular restriction is for those who are only manning the election, now only just for the government. Like these few days, many people from the opposition area they make a lot of statements leak on the net. And that restriction is also opposed on people that only for the government. So I want to call my contribution for the show.
Thanks a lot. Let's take this person from here. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Nation. Let me say good morning to all of the panelists. There is Villa who started the show, sorry. Thank you for playing the color role again because we got passion for Liberia. Basically, as regard to the issue about the communication from America and to Liberia, because directly it's to Liberia. Mm-hmm. What I want to say in regards to is, I don't just want to see it from the angle of let people restrict me to the government.
Okay.
That is fair. And I want us to be very careful as to how we come out to speak on certain things. Like one of your callers said, it is restricted to each and everyone. But most definitely, people that are in authority as well, that you should do things because, like the CEO said, there are factors leading to some of these things. And the people are saying, people are communicating with these people nowadays.
Thank you.
Observer all around the place. So thanks to you guys. I hope the opportunity can be given to me tomorrow, maybe to be on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, you always have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah,
The show.
switch me off. You switch me off then.
Nah, I didn't.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
your
okay.
fault. That's the
Yeah,
reason.
the studio got filled. So is that way. But let's have you. Hello, you live.
Hello.
Yes,
How are
sir.
you?
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Melvin Cooper. I'm calling from Australia, Queensland.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah. I listen to your show. Opposition just cried.
Hello? Hello, are you with us? What's happening again?
The opposition calling you off.
Are you getting me?
Okay, please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I'm saying that opposition, they are not campaigning. They're making noise, talking about raking election, raking this one. Why can you go out and tell the people, what can you do for the people? But you just sit on radio whole day, you guys just sit, talk, say, hey, they'll rig election. Why?
Thank you.
Putting fear in people in Liberia. Mostly the Liberian in America there. You guys are causing problem.
Thank you.
You guys are causing problem for Liberia.
Thank you.
Stop this.
So let's go back to you
They will
guys.
depose some of them, and when they can, they will suffer. They will not be like some.
Let me come back to you guys. Let me come back to you guys to wrap up. So let's start with you, Prince.
My man will be the first though. My badge doesn't go.
No, let me be the first. I'm
about your business. Go home.
What about always gotta be this? You gotta be the last year.
I want to be the last my battery, my man.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares? You get plenty for the talk, yeah.
Too long.
Quiet.
I will always say to my Liberian people and those that are listening under my voice and those that following me on this show, all we ask Liberians for come October 10 is to go to the polls and vote on Joseph Yuma Boaka, President for the Republic of Liberia. Liberia and Liberians have went through a lot. Some of us in our country every year for the corrupt government that have been in that place and still there have caused some of us to stop shipping to Liberia for years. Afterwards, to carry goods for people to, at least to buy things on the lower price scale. How can you go to the port, you spend $10,000 to free your container? How can you go to the port to get a container or you got to pay for CTN? CTN, when you get a container, when you stay paying for the container to the CMC, they give you a tracking number. You can be in, the container can be in Europe, you track it right on your laptop. Where it came into being. When the people chased those guys from Freetown, they came to Liberia. So we accepted them. The CTN. What do you need it for? Has the government input that CTN? Where do the money go? We had other argument. When people say Bill Traore was sitting down and stealing money. You know what I mean? Our container living at port and the ocean our goods there.
Thank you.
Ocean our goods. We carry free books for students, for schools.
Thank you.
There. I came back to the country.
Yeah, Nelson. As you know, it's 4 a.m. here. Can I make my closing, please?
Yeah, there's no close together.
The thing I can experience on the show, you can experience it too.
My man, my
album closing small.
You're so close. But let me say this: there's an emergency right now. There's a fire outbreak around the health ministry. There's a clinic there. There's a serious fire outbreak right now. Folks are taking their items out. So we hope the Liberian National Fire Service can move in right now. We hope no, this is serious. We hope the Liberian National Fire Service can move in. We hope the fire service can move in. And but Maba, take on. Let me attend to something.
Okay, no problem.
So Maba, let me go ahead now. Yeah, let me go
ahead.
No,
but if they got finished, it's supposed to be me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Josh, you finish your go.
Well, let Josh go.
Yeah. No, after all you go, Josh. After all you go. No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in our closing statement, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute.
Wow, 1 minute. So I want to say thank you to my fellow panelists here tonight. We did a very good job. and we should continue this. I mean, respect is all we ask for. And to my Liberian people, do not be deterred. Go to the election on October 10th and vote Ambassador Joseph Human Parker and Jeremiah Franco for your next leader. They have so much to offer to the Liberian people to change their life and the narrative. And every insecurity that you have today, it will be answered after January 2024 when they are being ushered into office. So do not sell your voting card. If you sell your voting card, you'll be selling your children's future for the next 6 years, which it will not be good for you and your generation. And then to the younger generation, I'm appealing to you. This vote lies in your hand. Go out. Do not be intimidated. So then somebody will tell you, say, oh, let me buy this for this, but I mean, it does not amount to your future. Please do the right thing and vote right and keep away from violence. I just want to say this. Today there was a disruption in District 6 among the two representatives. We asked for the law to come in and take court because we don't want any electoral violence in the country. I think some of us now we just focus on the presidential aspect and forgetting about what is happening between the representatives. I'm talking in particular to Ms. Wuki Dolo and Samuel Amy. They need to understand that violence is not what we want in this country. Thank you so much for having me and have a good night. See you
Okay.
guys tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Evelyn. And again, I want to send this
And then
out.
don't
This is
go.
serious.
Don't go.
This is serious. This is very serious. Please, there's a serious fire outbreak around the health ministry. Once you use the Congo back road, you get at the intersection at the back of the health ministry. Yeah, you see there's a clinic around there. I'm told there's a serious fire outbreak there now. There are adjacent property owners whose properties are at risk as well. So we are kindly calling on the Liberia National Fire Service, the relevant authority, to please move in and save lives and save properties. Please,
Thank you.
this is serious. Yeah, so we'll then move to you, Raymond. Okay, so let's take Josh. Josh says
Yes.
he's
Thank you, guys.
let's take Josh and we take Raymond.
Yeah.
We
So
have one of our panelists online that will do the closing from there as well. But go ahead, Josh.
all right, look, guys, thank you very much for having me. And look, I'm so grateful. A lot of people who are, better than me in every way possible, did not live to see, the amount of years I've seen on this planet. So I'm so grateful to God, for affording me the opportunity to still be counted among the living. So it's quite an incredible time for me. Was saying that I want to say something here quickly. My brother Hill, being so zealous and over, I don't know, exuberant. He's gone ahead to want to narrow the scope of this clarion call to the Liberian people and to the world at large by the American government about a visa restriction. And if any of us sit here and we believe that to take plenty of ballot paper and stuff it in a ballot box, that what they call rigging, that what the only thing they call rigging, then you don't know what you're doing. Rigging is by threatening people, telling them if you don't vote for me, if you vote for that other person, the country will spoil. If you do that, that is vote breaking already, because you are instilling fear into the people so that they will turn their back from where they would necessarily go to come to you, not by telling them what you can do. And we know that. That's what the opposition have been doing recently. They are not telling Liberian people, say, look, George, we have brought free school and we think it's bad. This is what we're going to do. Just we have brought maybe online registration for the University of Liberia. It's a bad thing. But when we get it, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to get the money to do it. They are not saying that. They are telling that if you vote for George Weah, the country will be finished. And that is intimidating, voter intimidation. And that is a negative tenet of the democratic process that we want to live by in this country. So these people are involved in dubious behavior that has the tendency to take the country into some calamity, and we don't want to see that. So Liberian people, go Don't be afraid of these people. They can do nothing to you. Go and vote your conscience. Go and vote. And George Weah is the way. George Weah has started a good job. He is doing it. And guess what? We will continue to march forward in the development of this country. Vote development and don't vote tribe or vote old man or anything. Vote your conscience and vote development. Thank you so much. God bless you.
George, someone has a question for you.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I want you to just remain on a bit. I don't know what went
They
wrong
simply
here.
post my development picture then viral medicine.
Which development picture you want?
Labra development.
Even the America you live here, you not go to some of your community.
My man.
The one where they're pushing the president car is walking the mall.
You not go to some community in America. America that talking about this here.
Okay. So let's take this. This person has a question for Josh. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh. So
America. You can compare America and Labrador.
Hello?
One of the stations in America, you can compare with Labrador.
Hello?
My man, you don't even know what you're talking about.
When
he said comparing,
gentlemen, you guys have to, Mobile.
Yeah, please get a caller. I want to get a question.
Yeah. Hello? Imagine this. Oosh.
The person calling what's up?
Yeah, there's a WhatsApp call. Okay. Hello? Okay, hello, go ahead.
Yes, hello, it's me. I'm calling from Atlanta. This question is for George. George, happy belated birthday, okay? Bro, I thought you're going to change, though. You're in Liberia right now. You're not feeling the heat?
The main hotel.
I guess you are. And I guess you drove from wherever, the airport to wherever you went. Did you saw the road? This tension you people talking about, I bet Australia need to put tension on you guys too. So all that thing you're doing over there, or all the people they try to intimidate, they should have that tension in that other country for you as well. By the way, I would like when people you stop listening to Josh and you stop taking all the stupid advices, because right now we got a point right now we just need to make the right decision and stop.
You
so
got.
Nelson, let me answer the question.
I'm coming, Josh. We on the radio.
You know how many things Joe can say about people to most of the victim families that we've been on here listening to all the crap he's saying. He's in Liberia right now. I bet somebody will come look for you, bro.
No. Listen, no. Listen.
You see the Liberia we want. You see the Liberia we are building. You see how people are so hateful.
No, Josh.
You want somebody to come and look for me because I don't support your side. I will talk, and I'll end the show. Let's go ahead. No. Let the moderator talk. I will talk.
Okay, so let's do this, guys. Let's talk one at a time. So I think regardless of what our disagreements are, it shouldn't get to a point where any other person will be threatened because of their disagreement or because of what they believe in. So she asked a question as to what did you see the road you drove from the airport and all of that and so forth.
Let me address that. Let me address that. Look, and
let George address it.
No. Let me address the question. Let me address the question.
Can you please allow us to do the closing and George address it later?
So I just got tracking on the show. I just got tracking, and you guys, it's not even relevant to you guys. It's not even relevant to you guys. Guess what?
Josh, please do this in 20 seconds. Josh, please do this in 20 seconds.
I have just been threatened. We condemn it internationally, and you guys are taking it lightly, and you are saying I should not talk. You want to talk?
Josh,
just been threatened on national radio, national television, international cable. Amy, shut up when I'm talking. Did I ask you a question here?
No.
I just been threatened, and you are telling me I want to threaten someone too?
Get out of the kitchen.
You said a control safe.
Raymond, shut up. Raymond, shut up. No one threatening your life here. Raymond, shut up.
Get out of the kitchen.
Listen, guys.
What George would be insulting Liberian people all the time?
Listen, guys.
In America is safe. Somebody can shoot you and kill you.
Don't discuss politics.
No.
You know how many persons your government are threatening?
Okay,
you want us to get emotional? You know what? Some of not eat like
Raymond, shut up. Raymond,
you know
shut
what?
up.
Not eat like Josh.
Shut up, Raymond. Shut up.
You want to stay here and cry, baby?
Listen, we'll have to do this. 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 Guys, let's keep this show calm. We're not going to war. This is just exchange. It's an exchange of political ideas. We will not always be on the same side. Let's tolerate one another. You know, let's agree to that, please. Please.
Yes, but Nancy,
Nancy,
everybody told the lady to
1
stop
second, right?
that.
We all
Everybody told her to
condemn.
stop.
We
What
all
does he want
condemn.
to do? To go for the
Yeah,
woman?
again, please be recognized before you speak. Please,
Nothing.
let's do this.
Can I get
Okay.
it 30 seconds?
Yeah, he can go. No problem, Prince.
Okay, do 20 seconds, please. We gotta go. We gotta
No
go.
problem. You see, I would tell people when you're speaking on the public TV or radio, you got to be very careful because the listener out there could be some family member that is hurt and hearing what you are saying. That girl I just called, her brother died. The body will never return to the family. That girl been all over America. Her record is at the UNGA. So when he coming up, it's just like you telling me.
Thank you.
You gotta be very.
Thank you. We gotta wrap up.
Yeah, no problem. One reach my closing highway.
Gotta wrap up. So at this point, we're not taking ingestions, information. If you have information or whatever, just wait. Once it's your time to do your closing, you do all that. Yeah.
Nelson,
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Nelson, let me just answer the question to my sister who called. Look, I drove on the RI highway and I see that the road is under construction. When road is under construction, you don't expect it to be ready for use. So the road is not yet ready for use, but that's the only road we have. So cars still gotta move on it. So the road is under construction and it is not in a usable stage. So that's the answer to it. But one more thing I want to say is that if you think because your relative died and you think because I support the government and you hold the government responsible for killing your relative, I'm sorry. But because I don't agree with you that the government kill your relative, does that make you to want to kill me?
Okay. So thank you, Josh.
It's just senseless. It's just senseless.
No, Josh. Let's
Nelson, let me just finish. This country has more than 5 million people. One person died.
Okay.
Oh my word! Too bad.
What?
No. But why are you asking Josh to go ahead, Mama?
But in Miami, got the country advocating for honor his leadership. You see, everybody see what happened.
Okay.
We done that bomb. That's it.
Listen. Let's conclude. Raymond, you did your closing, right?
No, Roman speaking.
Okay, Raymond, please do your closing.
And so, gentlemen, let's be fair to the discourse.
Mm-hmm.
Not only those of us are on the show, our listeners, if they were not here listening, we would not be on the show. So as much as we are panelists and have privileges to stay here and speak a lot more than those who calling, George stay on the show and insult the Liberian people in ways and form that none of us would do. So if a Liberian person who is a victim of the ill practices of this government say that to George, I condemn it. But let's understand from whence they speak. When someone's hurt, their emotion, they go to that extent. I know a lot of people who are not in Liberia today who have family in Africa and in Europe and other places because of the threats of the Weah-led government. A lot of us will not even explain our stories. But when we hear people saying these things and dismissing all of the sufferings of the people, it hurts to the extent that some people want to give you a dose of your medication, which is not welcoming. But that's where people speak from, and I understand. And when you got me emotional, y'all don't know some of the things some of us been through and why. We keep our stories to ourselves, But if I sit on the show and George repeat that, I will get as emotional as that because George don't know my story.
Please try to keep it calm.
He don't know my story. So we try to be saver, but everybody can go gutter and do dirty politics if that's what it will require.
Exactly.
And let's say this to the Liberian people. Thank you today for showing up and using your $1, $2. We have been calling on you to go to joeparker.com and donate to the process to mine our votes. You heard the Americans today speak to the issues of vote rigging. It's a reality. You heard the Sierra Leoneans say there was no vote rigging in Sierra Leone. So the opposition should be soft on this. It's the same intention. When you're a whistleblower, the criminal don't want you to talk about the issues. So Liberian people want to thank you. Now, George Weah, who claimed to be viral medicine, all these years, 6 years
Raymond, we have to
of
go.
presidency. I mean, I even speak for 1 minute, man.
You've
every other speaker spoke, man.
Okay, take 20 seconds to conclude. Take 20 seconds.
30 seconds, then I will summarize in 30 seconds. George Weah, who claimed to be viral medicine, came on the mantra of change, promising change, a better Liberia, have turned the country into a worse Liberia, where drugs issue has become worse than it ever was, where the issue of salary and job have become worse than it ever was, where the issue of healthcare and hospitals have become worse than it ever was. We heard nurses and healthcare workers promising to give him 0% vote. George had been lying on this show and saying they had raised their money and they were paid better than people of other parts of the world. We heard them. My Liberian people, George Weah, who claimed to be viral medicine, have brought in chopper. They've been flying in private jet. Do you want a president whose life is okay and you, the people he served,
30 seconds
is bad?
Thank you.
Mr. Yima Bouaka spoke. He said, if this government rigs this election, which the Americans have just talked about vote rigging. Everybody
Thank you, Raymond.
Rigging, but we just heard from the Americans.
Thank you.
It would be the end of Liberia. What is Liberia? The Constitution says all power is inherent in the people. You, the people, you are Liberia. Your life matters.
What you do is not different from what Josh is doing, Raymond. Come on.
6 years of governance have taken your life to where it is, you know, deplorable.
You're hijacking the show, man, brother.
Okay, thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. We gotta move on. Raymond, we gotta move on. Hill, let's hear you. Let's hear you here. Okay, before bringing Hill in, let's take this person very real quick. Then we'll bring him.
Man, let's see if you continue like that. I think myself will stay off this show, man. Not right. All the guys here talk. You give me less than a second. I want to talk. I can talk.
No.
You give me less than a minute, Cindy, to be honest. You give me less than a minute. Everybody talk here.
Listen,
restricted timing. I saw you came to me. You give me restricted timing. Send it interfering.
Okay. We're in the show with you. Raymond, you're in the show. Raymond, you're in the show. We'll all do our closing. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to Raymond to end the show.
George, they get a lot of time though.
Hello, everyone. This is Maggie calling from South Dakota. Hi, guys. Raymond, you're my brother. Don't let these people make you to sweat. Okay? Chill. We got this. I wanted to say, pertaining to the discussion tonight, and then to address our favorite Josh. It's not like someone is trying to threaten Josh or whatever, but sometimes when you come up on national TV and just dismiss people's feelings, it hurts. It hurts. I get Josh is trying to support the government or whatever. Yes, we nobody is being on him. But for you to dismiss someone torture, for you to dismiss someone, feelings, it kind of like you're not being reasonable. You're not being real. I respect Sandy a whole lot. There are times like when you talk stuff about commies, Sandy will admit to it and be like, yeah, this is not right. That is the united Liberia we want. When you see the wrong, you call a wrong, not just because they fight the person is your friend or the person is your favorite political leader. I default with Josh when it comes to that. Okay. Now come to talk about the situation. about the visa and all that stuff. It's going to affect a lot of Liberians, and especially a lot of people that wants to come to this country. People have their family over there. They're not safe. Some people come to the country on political aspiring. At the end of the day, the one that's safety, the one that's security. If Liberia is going into miscommunication with the U.S., it's not a good thing. We need to build our alliance. We need to build our alliance, and we need to vote number 2, October 10th. Period.
Thank you. Another number 2. But let me highlight this comment, and I think it's very important. We'll move to you, Hill. Hill, we're coming to you next. But just in relation to that comment that was made by Famada, the caller, she said it is for all victims' family. I'm just saying no bad intention. So Famada is saying that she didn't mean to threaten Josh, but she was just being carried away by the fact that she's one of the relatives of the 3 missing guys, and she wants justice for them. It's from that background that she was speaking. So just to make this clarity, he'll go ahead, and then we take he'll just take 1 minute, please. Yeah.
Oh well. First of all, I didn't see any threatening statement coming from Famada. There was no threat. You know the thing about it, you guys are so quick to dismiss somebody without allowing the person to explain what they mean. That lady did not say somebody is going to George. She said somebody may. That was not a threat. And all of you gang up on her. Oh no. This issue of civility without giving people due process, it's wrong. That lady did not threaten George. My second day on the show, it was George's first appearance since he got to Liberia, and he apologized for his actions or his unruly behavior on the show. This man has not even lasted two more days. He's on the show telling people to shut up.
Right.
And you, Nelson, the host, you allow him to have a leeway. For me, I don't care about that because I'm up to the tax. For me, as I said, it doesn't bother me because I can spit fire for fire. You understand? I'm just pinpointing these instances so that when other people call and they want to address him specifically or any one of us, look, we are not exempt from the wrath of the people. That's why we are here. And if somebody uses the word stupid, it's not an insult. On the British Broadcasting Corporation, when you listen to BBC or you listen to other major news institutions, people use these words. If you go to the dictionary and define it, it means somebody that you take a decision that is, it doesn't have any logic behind it. That's not an insult. So let me go back to the issue of the statement emanating from the State Department. Listen, if you think that a country such as America will base a major foreign policy on a single statement, specifically, as George was alluding to, that of Ambassador Barker, something is wrong with your psyche. You think all of the work that Ambassador McCarthy did in that country and all of the report we just had, Allen White testifying to Congress in a few days. Listen, the spirit of that communication is directly targeting those who are clothed with the authority to keep the peace and to void vote rigging. That's what it's for. So you can beat around the bush all you want. No one person who have not got the authority to influence that election like the government or members of the government have.
Thank you.
They are not speaking to you, they're speaking directly to them. So you can beat around the bush. The spirit of that communication is directly directed to those who are clothed with the authority.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's take
Well spoken, my
Three,
brother.
go ahead. Three, go ahead. 1
Yeah,
minute.
so I'm just gonna key on the rigging aspect because George told us that the rigging did not mean increasing vote in some area in favor of a party. So I did my research and I keep on reading in context with electionaries, right? And it said electoral fraud sometimes refer to as election manipulation, voter fraud, or vote rigging. Involves illegal interference with the process of an election, either by increasing the vote share or favoring a candidate, depressing the vote share or rather candidate. So whatever you want to put it, it just speaks volume to everything that we've been looking at least from neck handling of this whole process. The fact that we have to sit and now try to speculate as to whether that's what they are planning to do or they're going to do what they're supposed to do legally, then we're all just going to be in this process of speculating. And to end it on the State Department
20 seconds.
statement, I totally agree with my colleague here, Mickey. Right, at the end of the day, the U.S. don't just come out like that and just put this thing out there. These are stuff that are thoroughly researched. They have put enough time into it. So when they speak, they are not just putting any loose thing out there. They're definitely going to really look into who is doing what, the actor, the actresses, to undermine this process. And they they know them already, by the way. U.S. intelligence, they know exactly who these people are, right? They know who they are. I'm telling you, they know who they are. And if anything should go, then what should be right? People are gonna feel the wrath. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll go to Cindy, but again, I want to say that this is an SOS call for the Liberia National Fire Service. There's an emergency at the back of the health ministry, the place on the Congo Town back road. There's a serious fire outbreak. We hope the Liberia National Fire Service can move in and address that situation as soon as possible. Cindy, go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you, Nelson, and thank you to my friends on here and to the Liberian people listening to us. I just want to close by inviting all of you, my fellow Liberians, to the ATS on October 1st. The CPP, under the leadership of Mr. Alexander Cummings, will be at the ATS. It is going to be the CPP Day at the ATS on October 1st. So join us and let us talk about the issues that are confronting our nation and our people. And let Mr. Cummings give you a clear answer, pathway as to how he plans to face Liberia in an effective and efficient manner. A couple of days ago, when we talked about the Ambassador Boakai's statement, I was one of those that said that I will hope that the former vice president, will come up and tell us exactly what he meant in his statement. I held him to that. And today he came on the Spoon Network and clarified his statement. So, I try to live by the principle of being fair across the board. And I want to come out here and applaud the vice president for clarifying that statement, because it led all of us trying to speculate what exactly he meant. And I think he clarified it. He didn't mean war. He said, if we are just giving another 6 years, if we are rig the election, Liberia will be finished in the terms of we will continue to derail our nations in a negative direction. So I want to thank him for clarifying that statement. Look, in this election, we only have one candidate that have the ideas, that is ready to lead on the one, that knows the issues. And the bigger issue here is the issue of the economy. And Mr. Alexander Benedict
Are you
Cummings,
not hijacking the time? The same medicine is good for you. I was talking when Nelson told me, okay, I kept talking. You
professionalism, when it's practiced on platform like this, then people tend to respect you. Rema respect you a lot. Let us try to keep it that way. I will end right here. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's move to Emmy.
Okay, so nothing like I told you before. Some of us don't say some stuff on here because we respect the rules to the show. But if they're open for freestyling, we can do that. Like my brother Hill said, nobody, somebody, don't come on here and say stuff out of your mouth and telling people shut up on the show. Then somebody just said one thing to you, you want everybody to go grab the lady and whip her butt. Nobody gonna do that. So I just want to put it out there. And for this comment and rigging election, nobody was sitting there and this boy that come here and tell everybody that he reads and he comprehends, and everybody else here, their parents pay their school fee and they don't know what they're talking about. You sit there and talk about somebody said that if this happened, this is what's going to happen to the country. Then he come here and tell people that he said if I don't win the election, this one will happen, that one will happen. Everybody heard that statement, and you cannot come here. This is the lies that CDC and they sit there and say the opposition don't have message. No, you're not listening. You're the one going around lying to people. You're not build this other thing. You're not do that one. Nobody can see it. Only the stupidation can see it, but nobody else can see it.
Thank you.
So I'm not done yet, man. 1 minute, not even over here, Nelson.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Nobody don't come here and be lying to the people and say, "Oh, the old man said this," when he did not say that. And making comments that I don't make, nobody to put sanction on you, because even here when we have an election, people are skeptical and they say stuff like that. And nobody go and put this sanction on you. We all know who has the power to rig these elections. We all know who been going around in the neighborhoods taking people voting IDs pictures and the numbers on them. Now the opposition doing those things. The ruling parties are the one doing those things. The election commission the things she's supposed to be doing, she's not doing it at this point. We all know who's doing all of those things. Yeah, it may be like anybody, they may say anybody, but we all know who they are talking to. So if you come here and want to fool yourself and think somebody's scared, nobody's scared. But you got to put what's going on. You can sit there and be naive and say, "Oh, I don't know about what's going on." And so no, you have to speak about it. It doesn't mean you're scared. So when it happens, people will know you saw this thing and you've been talking about it.
Thank you, Amy. I think Tonette has Sandy best now. People just praising Sandy. Sandy is the only fair African.
The only people I will thank you that the other people were not Sharon. Sharon can come here deep with me. Sharon, thank you.
No. On a serious note, Sandy. Look, the level of Sandy's maturity is outstanding. I should give it to you.
No, to be fair,
He's like Sandy is you're just superb, bro. You're superb.
Yeah.
Okay, so Moba take us home. I wanted Raymond to take us home, but I don't know.
But
Raymond,
remember.
No, I'm not seeing him backstage. Raymond, don't get fair with me.
Come back.
I put you backstage because you kept interrupting, so come back so we can end this thing.
So Nelson, quickly. Yeah, quickly.
No. My man, he said he wanted to go ahead of people so he can go to bed, right? So you don't have to come back here again, my man.
Let's have Moba conclude. Then when we go in now, you can just throw in the thing you want.
You are not a host, Ture. I don't know what you wapping for. You are not a host.
Josh, okay, let me put Josh back in the background too, because right now the stage it reached is okay.
Yeah, people, man. That's not fair.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, guys. Every day we come here, we discuss the Labrador issue. We're getting our feeding, But we all want one thing for Liberia. We all we on course because they are the government. We're taking the government out. The course we on today, right? We know that George Weah is the only person that can messing up that country. So, I say the president, everybody to know. Everybody, president, everybody to know. Yeah. So,
but Josh, why are you angry?
I would emphasize on my brother George, right? You see, now George in Liberia, current keep going, current coming, current keep going, current coming to tell you that the thing that people going through in Liberia, that's the same way you're going through. But what bless you because you already in hotel. So that's the difference. So when the current go over when LDC go out, the people put the generator on. So to tell you the thing that people going through in Liberia is not easy. We here today. We enjoy.
When Baka was vice president, was worse.
Oh my God,
my man, I will not conclude that. You see.
So conclude now. Conclude.
So the Liberian people, the Liberian people know what they're going through. That's the reason why they will vote JMB. And for the how you call it, the sanction, right? The sanction, right? I support it 100%. The reason being is that we all know, right? This identical election is crucial for our country. And we know that a lot of government officials, top officials, right? They come in our inbox, they call you on phone, telling us that the election will be rigged. And we're not just sit down, fool our hands, and say, okay, you know what? We're not this step. We got to come out and tell the Liberian people. And then the American, the American will commend them for that work done. And we appreciate them for taking that step. And all the people who in America here, who get children here, when they temper with that election, we will send all their children back to Liberia. They will go too.
They will give you the power.
How many American already said about? All of them will go.
George,
Okay, so folks, we
George,
want
you
to say thank you.
Apologize to me for telling me to shut up.
Thanks to everyone.
Okay, let me apologize
Don't worry,
to you.
you apologize and come out
shut
there
the hell
tomorrow and do
up.
the same thing.
No, Josh, you will not do that. You will not do that.
You just keep doing what I told you. This is why Josh keep doing it because you keep babying him and think it's okay. That's why I think he wants us to be freestyling on the show here and be saying whatever we want. We can do that too.
This is not about freestyling and all of that.
Okay, but it looks like you let George do that all the time.
No, Nelson, you indulging George.
No,
you the one indulging him and you emboldening him.
You guys are putting me in a
No, you are putting yourself in that position.
No.
That the man who just told that he just turned 43.
Man, I
ain't having a fire.
No. You see. We gotta go, guys. I want to say thank you to everyone. Hill,
the bottom line is George can lie and he know how to lie.
Thanks a lot, Hill. Thanks a lot to Ray.
Cindy.
Tonight was Cindy's night. You know,
if everybody keep complaining about one person, Nelson, you should know that's a problem.
So
happy birthday, George. Happy birthday, buddy.
So Josh, everyone is saying happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Guess what? I don't feel moved by threat. No one can do it anyhow. You know,
you were just crying. Guess what?
Because these are the people. These are the people.
Nothing.
Guess what? If I was somebody else,
and telling people to shut up.
If I was someone else, I would be threatened.
You just said something on that show talking about they got 5 million people in Liberia. So when one person died, nobody should feed him. I don't care if it's 5 million people in a country.
You didn't understand what I was trying to say, Amy. You didn't understand what I said. You didn't understand what I was saying. You didn't understand what I was saying. You didn't understand what I was saying.
We gotta go.
You didn't understand what I was saying. But guess what? Nobody can threaten me. You can waste your time. But guess what?
Yeah, I will not share it with Ray. I will not share it with Ray.
I want to emphasize on your trophy. I love one trophy for you.
I will not share my Ture is the most controversial guy on the show.
He's alive.
I said it before, right? I said it
you
before.
should be proud of yourself.
Ture is the most controversial guy on the show.
Sandy and Emmy, you people are just outstanding, man.
You see.
I think Sandy is better than me.
The reason you too, man. I like your fairness. I like your fairness. Like,
my man. Nelson, I'll take vacation from your show so you can rest because you see, because of me, you're getting all type of lashes. So I'll take a leave. I'll take a vacation.
Please do us that favor.
Okay.
Because you get lie too much.
You know, we need any players.
My man, better go home, Better go home and go.
That's a very noble profession. That's a very noble profession.
We're not go there.
All right, man. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Good night, y'all.
Thank you. Guys, we want to say thank you very much for following this edition of the program. The late night show. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for making your contribution. Again, this is an SOS call to the Liberia National Fire Service. There's an emergency. There's a fire outbreak at the back of the health ministry. We hope the Liberia National Fire Service can move in and address the situation. Thanks to all of you out there for being here with us on the late night show. I'm Nelson Collier. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have for yourselves a good night and bye-bye for now.